cave too when we came back here.
Yes.
If you recall, I shrunk the doorway to only 5 feet by 5 feet instead of a 10-foot gaping hole.
He turned it into Liam's tiny mansion.
Right? Yeah, don't you have like a 57
Not to be
TV
confused
in
with
there?
Hut.
So our previous session, the group started their adventure into Ohm. So they made the decision that they were going to go in, and after a little bit of strategizing on which way to enter the city, and a little bit of observation, noticing that there was nothing flying over the city, and having a little bit of a conversation with a bird, they subverted around the edge of the city, walked past some King of Feathers tracks that looked pretty fresh over on the west portion of the city.
Okay.
Along the cliff. They eventually got down here. Can you see, by the way, Lauren?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. They got down here towards the staircase and entered the city of Ohm. There was over here at this building. There were some graffiti and messages typed in that hopefully you guys wrote down.
We did.
Yes, I wrote them all down.
I rolled a natural 20 to see all 8 of them.
Oh, I did write that down. Hey, look at that.
The group then spotted a 2 Yuanti over in a cave in this area who were spying or watching the group. They pursued them a little deep into the city, about this area here, where they found the signs of some kind of massive battle that had just recently taken place. With many dead, it appeared to be red wizards and hired hands, as well as Yuanti. While going through the rubble and the carnage of the aftermath of this battle, they found one survivor, a hired hand from Port Nyanzaru who goes by the name of Orvix. Orvix is a scholar who is deeply knowledgeable in the lost city of Ohm. So the group decided that it would be a good idea to keep this guy with him. He seemed pretty eager to have some muscle around him, and in exchange for his knowledge, the group promised to keep him with them because this is what he's worked his life towards, is actually getting to Ohm and unlocking its mysteries as to what has happened here and why this city just disappeared and everyone died.
And the only reason he's with us is because Balin saved his life and Smooth talked him into coming with us.
It's true. It was a little bit of convincing and some good rolls.
Balin.
I made him wet himself and then healed him. Give me some credit.
Fuck you, bro.
As this was going on, Osalia had a vision prior to entering the city that she shared with the group of Ohm back an unknown amount of time, where the buildings didn't look overgrown and run down. They looked new. Well, not necessarily new, but in their heyday, except for the fact that the city was burning and wraiths and undead were attacking the city. And yeah, it was pretty just carnage, body in the streets, a vision of this happening in the city. Orvix lets the group know that the cause of this death curse is most likely from the Tomb of the Nine Gods, or is based within the Tomb of the Nine Gods. And the only way to enter this tomb is with all 9 puzzle cubes. They're a key. And each key is stored, 1 key in each shrine to the 9 gods. So the group heads off towards the first shrine.
Bravery.
Don't get close to those statues.
Yes.
You be careful.
Kubazan's shrine. Depicted as a frogomyth, and lo and behold, there was a frogomyth in the pond right in front of the shrine that the group engaged. Wasn't too dicey, but it was a little interesting as Balin got swallowed at one point.
What the fuck you talking about, dude?
And but they defeated the frogomyth, slightly damaged and battered. They decided to retire from the night, head back to the cave where they had put Jeff in the trike. And that night, as Osalia is sleeping, she has another vision, this time in the streets of Ohm. Bodies on the floor, Cholton natives, Omen, assumedly natives, everywhere. Fresh corpses, wraiths swooping down from the skies, killing, capturing, picking up civilians. And standing in the middle of the street is a skeletal figure with dark, hollowed-out eyes. Skeletal features.
Walk away.
And while people are passing through and walking through Osalia like she's not there, this figure apparently notices her. And then she awakens from this dream, from this vision, and that's where we ended the last session.
Yeah, that's craziness, man. Like, did it cast the dream spell? Like, do you know if you had dream cast on you before?
And any questions?
Oh my god, don't laugh like that, bro.
Do I know if the spell dream was cast on me, or if that was like non-related incident?
Make an Arcana check.
Roscoe, shut up.
If you're gonna make some noise, Roscoe, at least play us some dope beats.
Right? Finally, someone knows my dog's name reference.
23.
23.
Not good enough.
Yeah. If there was some type of spell cast on you, it's not anything that you're familiar with. And nothing that you're able to
Okay.
discern from this dream.
So, like, finger of death me in my dream. Fucked up.
Sounds like you have some likely childhood trauma you need to work through.
All right. So, Osalia, as you awaken, you can hear a few birds chirping, some animals possibly scurrying outside of the cave. Day is cracking. We'll say Fintar was on the last watch there. You see Fintar awake, watching the entrance to the blocked cave. And day is cracking as the rest of the group wakes up.
Good morning,
What are you
Sleepy
guys
Bear.
doing?
I'd like to figure out if I know that Whispers of the Grave would be okay invocation to take or not.
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I greet Fintar and remark that I'm glad to see him not dead.
I was kind of wondering how I got back to the cave, but it's all
Insight check!
Oh shit, he's a zombie.
Is this actually Jeremy? Fintar.
It looks like
You
my
said Arcana
icon
check,
is
right?
over.
Yeah, you could do an Arcana, or you could do just a general intelligence roll if you wanted to do that instead.
good. Oh no.
Does anybody know how to move like your icon?
Yeah, I don't
can't.
think you have an icon on the map just yet.
19.
No, I mean like on at the bottom where everybody's webcams are.
Oh yeah, you click hover over the picture, there will be 3 little bars that pop up. You can click that
Yeah.
and drag it to reposition.
Oh, there we go. Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, 19. You would assume. I'm assuming this is. We said for.
Speak with the dead.
Yeah, speak with the dead. From your understanding of the spell, that since it's not returning the soul to the body, and it's just sort of reanimating in a way without it, you'd assume that it could probably work.
Cool. Well, that's the invocation I'm taking then.
Alrighty.
My pen just exploded on my fingers. That's amazing.
Title of your sex tape.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna make
Wait
a
for-
notion that we should, now that we're all awake, we should get back to the city.
This is a long rest, correct? We decided.
Yes, you guys have taken a long rest. It was late afternoon at that point, so you came back to the cave, discussed your day's events, found some sleep, woke up, and, it's literally the crack of dawn. You guys are well rested, ready to go.
What's the weather like?
It's a pretty day out. Pretty nice out. Yeah.
Does it rain as much in the city as it
Hot
does?
and humid. You would assume that it rains just as much or as little.
Just switching my spells around, preparing a fifth level spell now.
Is he breaking up to anyone else?
Yeah.
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 Look.
Guys, I have haste. I'm super pumped about that.
Cool story, bro.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
I hate you, Dan, so much.
No, you don't.
I think it's cool, buddy.
You're like my least favorite person here.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Probably want to talk about which way we're going to go from here.
But I would presume back into the city.
Back to the
temple
was
specifically.
just-
I
yeah.
remarked to Nephthys that I didn't feel like myself last time, and
Fair enough. These
Josh,
are
how's
trying
Orvix
times.
looking? Orvix is still here, right?
Is that me? Do I need to turn him up?
Orvix is there. He's just listening to the group and
Who are you
chiming
in
in if
Discord?
needed.
Abel.
Fucking turn.
Abel, okay.
I'm gonna change your nickname.
that's fine.
Yeah, Orvix is there, just listening, and if he has input if you ask.
I know. I entered Discord. I was like, Tyrion. I haven't played Tyrion in months.
I know.
So I guess would ask Orvix what his recommendation for us is.
Well, seeing how you guys, Frogomyth was recently slain, that shrine makes the most sense first as the first key needed for the tomb.
How was it a day ago or 2 days ago that Bear tried to contact his group, the Yellow Banner Company, and they did not respond? Was that a day ago or 2 days ago?
It was a day ago.
It was a day
2 days ago now.
Do we want to try contacting your company again, Bear?
Yes, I will.
It is quite early, but we didn't get any response back from them, and I find that pretty worrisome.
I imagine that if they are still alive, I say a little bit sadly, they would still have the stone on them on watch. But yeah, I'll try to contact them. So I'll pull out my sending stone.
Is that what we're calling it nowadays?
Dan, where's your mind at today? Come on now.
We're not filming Dash.
Don't worry about it.
Right now.
So what are you saying?
I just sort of hail them, ask, hey, is anybody still here?
So last session we said he tried to, right? They did it for you, and we were able to discern that the spell is sending, but no one is responding. So with the sending stone, you know if the spell failed to send, meaning that no one had the stone that you were trying to contact.
No one was in possession of the stone.
Yeah. So go ahead. Just I guess a little bit better. I had some time to think about this since the last session. As you try to cast, as you speak into the stone, the spell fails.
Oh, shit.
Would be a better way to say it. So it would have failed last time, and it fails this time.
It would have been disconnected.
Fails means that there's no one is in possession of the sending
So
stone.
either
That's
the
correct.
sending stone has no one's in possession of it, or possibly the stone has been destroyed. There's
I
no
don't know
other
about-
stone.
Y'all, but Osalia's camera is creepy looking.
A little bit.
Well, that's rude.
I mean, just look. It looks like The Shining right now with
So
one
I
with one kid.
alert the rest of the group that I couldn't reach Voltic on the Sending Stone, and that the spell failed, so he may not even have it on him.
I imagine Nephthys would have an idea of the meaning behind that, right? When he says the spell failed.
I mean, yeah, he's familiar with the stone too. So, I mean, something has interfered that you guys would know. Like, this either the person with this, no one has the stone, or the stone doesn't exist, or
Right.
some other method of something is preventing the spell from working.
Or they're like on another plane of existence, potentially.
Exactly. Yep, that too.
Okay. Well, I would communicate as much to Bear. As much as I know, I would tell him, here's a few possibilities of why it's failing.
Yeah, since none of those are sounding that great for my friends, so I'm kind of just hanging.
They certainly do not.
On a side note, I went golfing and I'm super sore.
That's good to know.
I'm
So what are
really
you guys
glad we're
doing?
keeping it pertinent to the game, Fentar.
Sorry.
Well, I suppose we just need to push on without him. Why don't we head to the temple again and explore inside of it, see if we can't find that key.
I agree. Most likely, the best way to find your companions would be to push forward to where they were headed.
I just kind of look at everybody. Anybody ride on the horse?
Unequivocally, no.
I point my bow and arrow at Fintar.
Suit yourselves.
If we're all ready, I'm gonna start heading towards this alley and cut up through it, cut up through this alley, basically.
I give Jeff a little motivational speech and tell him to guard the trike and tell him how important of a task it is and that I'm putting a lot of trust in him for this.
Jeff kind of looks at you and he just swings his dagger that he has around a bit, and then gives you a nod.
I look at him and just say, "That'll do, pig. That'll do." No, I don't. I say, "Very good. I trust you." Give him a little pat on the head.
I was just saying, somebody's got to pat him on the head.
I'm gonna stone shape the cave to be 5 by 5 bigger.
Okay. All right. So you take a few moments and do that. Your group starts to head out.
Josh, actually, 1 second. Asalia, you explained your dream to us, right, or did you not?
I mean, I haven't yet. No.
Okay. Never mind then.
I will though, assuming that Nephthys mentioned that one time he saw a lich in his visions on the Heart of Chult.
Well,
I do to explain to you all my dream in more of a vision than a dream, in a way.
With that being said, with the description of the guy who saw Osalia in his dream seemed to sense his presence. Do we know what Raznazi looks like?
You don't. None of you would
Orvix know. I'll ask Orvix if he knows what Raznazi might look like.
A Chultan male, but who knows now? The Yuan-Ti worship him here. It's possible that he's some sort of an abomination now.
Is that Orvix talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Orvix was the scholar who kind of knows a shit ton about this stuff. Can you explain the description of the guy again in his vision he saw?
Explain the description of him.
Yeah, what did he look like? You said he was like.
So he was like a skeletal-looking figure, just dried up, sucked up skin to the face, with blackened dark eyes. Wearing these long black tatted robes, and this dark wood staff that bends at the top and has a skull strapped to the top of it.
Strapped so it dangles a little bit, or
No, it's like on the top, but it's secured by a few pieces of leather.
okay.
Does that description send shivers down Neftis's spine?
Oh yeah, yeah, it does.
Neftis uncharacteristically showing emotion again. This time a little bit of fear / apprehension at the description. Remarking that that's
Whoa, I'm the messenger, man. Don't get mad.
no. Remarking that that description is awfully similar to what I saw in my vision granted by Kalimvor. This is deeply troubling, but reassuring at the same time.
Out of context or out of roleplay, can you remember? I don't remember your vision you had. What was it again?
Basically, I just kind of like flew out of the stars down onto a ruined city, into the depths of said city, granted by like a cackling face of what was described, aka a
Gotcha.
lich, potentially.
I remember now. Okay. All right.
Hey Josh, can I become a giant badger and tunnel through the mountain 250 feet to go straight to the temple
Straight
without
down
going
to-
through all that again?
If
Certainly try.
Osalia actually mentions this, I'm going to ask that he doesn't make the tunnel lead straight into our fucking cave. Maybe do it from like, let's see,
Can I use?
do it
oh
like
my
this
God.
way or this way.
I'll ask you later.
Well, yeah, I guess.
That way, I mean, I guess having an exit on the other side would be helpful too, actually. But it'd be 2 entrances, but 2 exits. So whatever you guys feel like.
I mean, I could legitimately spend how many times?
Wait, who's Matt?
I can shape and
Do you watch
support
Lucifer?
like 20 feet. Yeah, I can shape and support like 20 feet of this tunnel a day. But in the meantime, I can make small 5-foot like snaking escape tunnels that like can just totally lead through this whole like area. And I can also conjure 2 more giant badgers, and have 3 of us doing all that at like 3 times the speed. I'm just saying.
I could also polymorph myself into a badger.
I think Fintar wants to be polymorphed into a giant badger.
The fucking
I think
Badger Squad,
Fintar
this is
definitely
great.
wants to be polymorphed into a badger.
No more.
I mean, for sure, because honey badgers don't give a shit.
You had 2.
Lauren, are you there?
Sir, you were on strike 2 already. Strike 3 means
So what are we trying to do, guys? Are you trying to burrow, Osalia?
I think that's a good idea. It would save us some time, and my friends don't have a lot of time, so I kind of agree with Asalia.
I don't think it would save us any time. I think I tell you that it would definitely take a lot longer to burrow through this than to just walk around it.
That's assuming the city's clear, which is not always known.
I mean, can I
No, it's
substitute
definitely
find
not.
Speed for find vehicle.
What do you want to do?
I want to substitute find steed for find vehicle. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
new
not
way.
gonna work too well because that's not a thing. But anyways,
Find Blackhawk.
yeah.
Well, I obviously can't use until 5th level spell or higher. I can't cast air vehicle.
All right. So what's your plan, guys?
I don't know. We just go back.
I'm just gonna cast find steed and start walking back up toward just a little trot, like back up toward this little area. Back up the path. Because if follows fails, it's a 5-foot wall, so we're not going to get attacked from the sides unless they're jumping.
I guess I'm following Fintar slowly.
Thank God. Somebody agrees with me. Like I said, I'm not like running or running ahead of anybody. I'm just like not having to
At a
walk.
30-foot movement speed on your horse.
Don't worry about it.
I'm
It's keeping-
maintaining like a 20-foot distance behind you though, just in case, you get the shit kicked out of you by something.
It's called
way?
keeping myself from exhaustion.
Which path are
okay?
you taking?
I'm just going straight back up to the wall up here.
Do we
Okay.
want to hide ourselves at all? We could do something to not be seen.
Hi, baby.
Josh, I think I'm gonna go with my idea. I
Burrowing?
think this would greatly expand our cave as it is anyway. So,
Okay. Go ahead and
but it's
do
gonna take
a
some time.
Freaking nature. No, strength, athletics. Yeah, athletics. Use the badger.
Okay, so I will wild shape into a giant badger,
Okay.
and then also conjure two giant badgers. With a actually, how many can I conjure? Oh no, they're only conjuring quarters. Is that 4?
Like a lot of
8.
badgers around.
There's a shit ton of
No.
badgers around.
I can conjure 8 like big dog-sized badgers.
Strategy's kind of badgering me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And find vehicle is a thing.
I was being. Never mind it.
I know. It's okay, dude. I still love you, dude.
Okay. So you're
They all have
summoned how many?
I can summon 8 giant badgers.
Jesus Christ.
God
okay.
dang.
You said it'd be slower, bro. I'm just joking. It will be, but
That's true. I mean, with 8, if I just go one line, they have a 10-foot burrow speed and 30 feet of movement. So,
honestly, though, in a
Actually,
line,
yeah.
if they were all in a line with each other, though, they wouldn't even be able to help each other that much.
What are you
No.
doing, Badger Bro?
Yeah.
Dan, you're killing me today, bro. I swear to God.
I could
All right,
do,
let's keep the session
yeah.
moving. Let's go.
I was trying to talk earlier with my friggin' mic, but are you guys trying to like move quickly or something? Because I was gonna say he should polymorph into like a big ass creature and like you guys could all ride him.
Osalia's just trying to pull his big dick badger energy out and
Oh, and like
no, it's not like that.
Well, we've also established that we're not going to be comfortable through the air. We have-
BDE.
Oh yeah, so Lauren, they there are gargoyles posted all throughout the top of the city, and we've kind of ascertained that if you get basically if you're in the airspace, they will immediately attack you.
So yeah, we found out
Oh.
that we've established no flying creatures have come in this little area in this city.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's what I just
Eddie's
said,
trying
Jeremy.
to flex his big Badger energy.
Okay,
It's
so
just-
go ahead and make,
I'm just trying to see if I can make some tunnels. I don't want to make it too complicated, but I would like some
Go ahead
tunnels through this.
go ahead and make
mountain.
some athletics. Go ahead and just make an athletics check for you and the Badgers. Just one roll.
Josh, you seem aggravated right now.
No.
I know Josh is like, oh Jesus.
Will you guys just shut the fuck up for 1 second?
Oof!
I
Josh,
actually
like,
rolled
I
a
had-
1.
Josh is like, I had this trap right on the other side of that wall. Why did you have to go fuck
Yeah.
through it?
Oh, where were you digging? Yeah, that's where my trap
I'm
was.
just
Go
trying to
fuck
keep
yourself.
the session moving as you guys are like, yeah, these Badgers have big dicks.
Red rockets, baby.
That's
I'm
how
not,
they dig,
I'm not
actually.
doing this so that they follow me. I did this as if they were all going with Fintar, and then me and a team of Badgers are going to.
You can call them the B team.
Badger Team 6 over here.
Yeah, who's the one not moving us along now, Josh? Let us have our
Bum
fun, bro.
bum bum
Fucking
Badger.
I mean, to be fair, it would be nice too, especially so we don't have to run all the way back to the city. We
Can
have
we
a
just
tunnel.
safely say that this is going to take 10 rounds if I
Oh
split the
my
Badgers into
goodness.
groups of 3 and have them all like help each other dig, like, you know.
Yeah, bro. I just look
30
like,
feet
yeah, bro,
around.
get started, and then I just keep walking.
All right, so the Badgers start to burrow. It's pretty tough going. The issue is not that the dirt is particularly hard to dig through, and the earth. In fact, it's the opposite. But as your Badgers are burrowing through, and they get deeper into the earth and into these cliffs, the tunnels behind them start to cave in.
Fuck.
I was worried about that.
Because how loose the earth is.
Yeah,
and you're able to navigate through it. But at this point, you don't have any workable tunnels as you've been working this.
Would there be any value in like having Overwatch from? And this is a question I'm asking the group. Like getting above, not in the air, but on top of the mountain.
Like you're saying, running back up to here and getting a view.
Yeah, running. Well, not back up, just straight up the wall.
Can you scale that? Because that's like a 200-foot cliff.
He doesn't want to go all the way top. He just wants to go a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Have on our movement.
This is also the area we saw the King of Feather Prince too, right in here.
That motherfucker.
Alright.
I can try to hide up there.
I honestly need to start role playing more hate for the King of Feathers because I always forget that I wasn't there when I almost died from him. But
Yeah, we all almost died.
Yeah, but Balin was actually unconscious.
Oh!
Twice, actually.
Oh, shit.
So I'm just going to subtract that spell slot and use that as a learning experience.
Okay.
The ground is too soft to establish solid tunnels.
Expended a second level for my fine steed.
All right. So as you were doing that, Osalion working it, the rest of the party had started to head this way, or were you waiting?
I don't think it's a good idea to separate. I'm sorry, what I meant to say was, I don't think it's a good idea for us to separate at this juncture.
Right, okay.
Sorry. Don't worry, the guy on the celestial wolf.
I urge them to head on. I expect this to take like at least 10 minutes. They don't have to actually wait.
Well, it's up to you guys.
Yeah,
where are we going specifically? Like, I want to know exactly where we're going.
Well, I thought we all agreed that. Well, I guess I'm still back here. I said I thought we all agreed we're going back to the. I guess I'd be ahead of you on my steed right about here.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't here last session, so I have no idea where that is. Dan doesn't know, so that's why I'm asking.
Okay, well, we're heading.
Dan, do you see that bull roll pinging?
Well,
yeah, I see it.
Basically, we all came up on it. Osalia just like decided to lift all of the water out of there, and there was a big ass giant fucking frog under there.
No, like I know the whole story of the session. I just don't know where on the map it is. Is what I'm saying.
So let's
I do now. So he's going through he's going through the cliff. We should proceed around the cliff and meet on the other side.
That's correct. Well, fuck, even Nephthys would know more than Fintar, because Fintar never even made it over there.
Well, that's why I'm trying to see. Why Dan is trying to see where on the map we're going. I know now.
Yeah, we're trying to go up here.
Yeah, I know now.
And I'm just kind of ahead of everybody, just humming the songs of the Mountain Dwarf people.
Okay.
So the group starts to head through the city. Why don't we get two of you, doesn't matter who, to make perception checks as you're watching to make sure you're not going to get ambushed or notice anything as you proceed back to the shrine.
I rolled a 23, bro. Come at me now.
Before bedtime.
I rolled a 20. Not a natural one, but a 20.
That's probably good enough.
Nothing particularly catches your interest as you move back through. So most of the buildings, again, as you move through, are overgrown with vines. They're dilapidated. Many of them are just completely caved in and have given away to decay. And your group moves through, back around the wall, back towards the shrine. And you do find yourselves back at Kubazan's shrine.
Sweet.
Painting the image back here for the shrine. Actually, and as you guys are walking up towards the shrine now, what was it, 23? So I would say you're about 150 feet or so from the shrine, and you see there's a humanoid figure standing at the.
Me or all of us noticing this?
It would be both of you, Balin and Bear, since you guys are like kind of in the front doing
Okay.
this perceiving for the group, watching. You would both notice about the same time. You know, Balin slightly before.
Has it noticed us?
Doesn't look like it. It looks like they're looking at the floating carcass of the Frogomyth in the pool that you guys had slain the night before.
So, okay.
What does the figure look like?
Azakine, what does your figure look like?
I don't know.
Refer to the general chat picture?
What do you mean by that? Like,
What is her physical appearance?
oh, well, she's fucking sexy ass half elf character.
That really narrows it down.
Like, you know, hair color, height.
We'll
Build.
make her like, we'll make her short and like, we'll give her like fucking silvery white hair.
All right. Oh, wearing what kind of clothing? So, are you wearing leather armor? I'm assuming, or studded leather, possibly. I would say,
Yeah, leather armor.
Mine, you leather armor. All right. Colorful, or like what kind of? You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. Let's make it like blacks.
Blacks. All right.
And
Blacks.
Yeah, black and gray.
So you're
Fucking
her
edgelord.
with the instrument that we had, what was it called?
A
It was a
bandor.
bandor, I think. Right?
Bandor, with a large bandor. Also standing at the edge of the pool, you know, looking at this massive. You know, your character is looking at this massive. I mean, ginormous, dead frog monster floating in this pool, and yeah, so your character was looking at that, and that's what you guys see.
Can we make
You
out?
said I noticed her how far away she was?
About 100 or so feet.
Can we make out if like she's, or the figure, I should say, is like happy about this situation, or does it seem hostile for the fact that this has happened?
What's your character
Like-
doing? Azakine?
Oh, I was thinking looting the corpse.
Well, it's floating in like a big pool.
I mean, you're definitely part of the group.
It's like, it's just this, like, it's something you've never seen before, so it would definitely catch your eye. This is nothing you've never seen anything like this.
All right, so I'm poking it with a stick.
Okay.
Jesus.
So that's what they're doing.
I kind of feel like that's y'all's loot. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna walk forward with my bow drawn out, and I'm going to say, announce yourself. Who are you?
Is anybody else approaching me, or?
I mean, I would. Nephthys
I
would.
assume generally they would be following me, maybe not like right up on my ass, but
Well, I'd be right next to you because up to this point I've been like the face of the group, so you know, don't want you to fuck up some diplomacy here, Fentar.
hey man, I've got the highest
happened?
charisma here. Wait, what actually? How high? What is your charisma?
20.
It's
Yeah.
20.
Your charisma is 20?
That makes a little bit more sense, I suppose. Whatever, Dan.
All right, so yeah, pretty much the whole group, unless anyone specifically is not, is approaching with Balin and Nephthys approaching towards the front.
am I there? Because like that was going to take a while, and it looks like they got around like completely unscathed.
Yeah, so I'd say
Wait, can Osalia please just come busting out of the wall behind him?
A swarm of fucking 9 badgers pops out of the wall behind her.
Please. It's canon, please.
that hasn't happened yet. So Osalia is not there yet.
So
Kool-Aid
who's in the
man,
lead?
dude.
I'm assuming you guys are
I'm gonna put myself
making
in
your
the
way
mountain
in
there.
toward the figure.
Yeah, the group is approaching.
Okay, can I just I'm gonna go ahead and ready Shield of Faith. Who's in the lead?
Balin is.
Okay, I'm gonna ready Shield of Faith for Balin.
Okay, so you ready Shield of Faith? What are you readying it for?
Just in case an attack.
Okay, so if there's any aggressive action,
Like
you
yeah,
cast-
like back toward us, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
And since he's lead, it'll help out a little bit.
So Balin and Nephthys are approaching. Fintar, Bear, Ellie Dove, and Orvix behind everyone. Not a brave guy. Are following in as well. And so that's what it looks like. It's a pretty decently sized party, Mazikeen. Different variety of races. And they're gruff looking, definitely. Spent a lot of time in the jungle, but hardy appearance as well. Approaching you.
I'm calling gruff.
Yeah, it's like
I would introduce myself. I'm Mazikeen.
Oh, are you a fan of Lucifer as well?
I am.
It's a great show.
Who are you anyway? What is this? What the hell is this frog over
I'm
here?
gonna immediately turn around and go, shit, guys, we still haven't come up with a group name yet? Fuck.
I thought we agreed our name was the Spicy Heck Boys.
We are the spicy.
I turn around and say, we are the Spicy Thick Boys.
Oh god.
Ellie's rolling her
And then-
eyes so
and then-
high right now.
And Ellie Dove.
Soon to be Sans Ellie Dove.
No, but I mean, actually, I'd probably be like, we asked first.
and how
About
Judge.
who I
They're
am.
real cool, Bailey. This could be
And
your
as
future
I've said
girlfriend.
before, my name is Mazikeen. That's all
So
you
much
need
more
to
to
know.
the person besides the name.
Well, let me think. I don't know how to
Think about
respond
who
here.
you are. Y'all good.
I'm trying to see, like, can I cast spells on you guys or what?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do.
Oh, I can? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I mean,
Yeah,
there will
we
be
have no idea who
repercussions
you
Yeah,
for your
just
actions.
people will react how people react.
Just
Yeah.
know that there's 6
We
of
are,
us.
we are role playing. So
Put that in there!
God damn it!
That would be me.
we are role playing.
cast
So,
silence on
like, you know, if
Mazikeen.
you
No,
tap
if you
us,
cast
we're
it,
gonna
yeah, I
cast
know. If you're hostile, they probably won't go well.
It's also we're at like super, you know, it's a super dangerous area. We're like nervous of anybody we come across, all that good
You don't
stuff.
have to
So
you just finished making this character. You don't want to make a new one. That's bad.
Right.
Yeah, imagine how much you
Suddenly-
hated that shit.
3 tunnels bust out behind the scholar guy in the wall. As dirt and rocks crumble down, and 8 badgers swarm out the wall, followed immediately after by a very dirty druid.
Okay. I'm
You're like,
looking
what?
really confused right now. Like, what is going on?
he's also a spicy thick boy.
I brush off a lot of dirt from my robe, very frustrated, and I just, without even looking up, say, "That's way
I'm
too
just-
soft. No way I can
I'm
get
just-
tunnels out of that."
I'm just imagining the honey badgers like digging through, and then Osalia's like fucking smacking like dirt out of his fucking face the whole time. Like,
Her.
Oh my god.
She,
Oh my god.
All right, so now there's a few giant badgers on the scene. Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
I look
I
up
don't
and I
know.
say, "Who's this?"
That's what we're trying to figure out. My name is Nephthys, acolyte of Kalimvor. Pleasure to meet you.
Josh, does she appear in any way to seem like she's a Cholton native or an outsider of this land or anything like that?
To you, she'd appear that there's some kind of Cholton blood. You're familiar.
Oh, okay. I notice some like more native tribal features about you for sure, and yeah, I would immediately introduce myself as a druid of Cholt. I bow low and say, "My name is Osalia."
I would return the bow and wipe some more dirt off of your shoulders.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
My name is Ben. I'm still distracted by the possible death of my friend.
I go ahead and
Man, I imagine that's just how you said it.
You literally have the worst look on your face too.
Oh my god.
Good roleplay.
Fucking Debbie Downer, bro.
I mold earth the rest of the dirt off of me all in one move. It just like kind of poofs off of me as loose dirt and dust.
Are you guys on your way to Ohm?
We are in Ohm, my dear.
Oh, just kidding.
Check in.
What is your objective? What are you guys doing?
Hey, I told you we're asking the questions around here. What are you doing here? What are you doing in Ohm?
I'm poking this frog. I wondering what the fuck happened to this frog.
Apparently, we're not getting over the deaths of friends.
I single-handedly slayed this beast.
I mentioned that we slayed that creature.
Well, I mean, I did, but it's fine.
Balin did a lot of the slashing.
Nah, I actually don't even
Some of it from the inside.
I don't know why I'm being overly cocky, because my character's definitely not. It's just fun.
I just mentioned that we're here researching and attempting to unlock the secrets of the Lost City. And then ask you what brings you here alone in these dangerous area.
I am researching
Insight check.
the foliage.
The foliage.
100% insight check.
Go ahead and make an insight check. And Mazakeen, you roll a d20, and whether you're like, you don't have to tell us whether you're lying or not, but either add a perception, a charisma, or deception or persuasion modifier, and just let us know the total.
I do not know how to do that.
We'll start with rolling a d20.
How do I do that?
How do you roll?
Forwards.
Type in Roll20 in the chat box. Type /roll space d20.
Okay. 3. What the fuck?
What's your look at your character sheet and look at your deception and look at your persuasion, and if you're lying, add your deception. If you're telling the truth, add your persuasion to the total, and let us know what you get.
If I'm lying, do what?
Use your deception.
If you're telling the truth,
Okay.
add your persuasion.
So
Do you have your skills filled in based on their number?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm looking at 9
Okay.
for deception.
Okay.
Okay. And is it the same for your persuasion? I would think so, right? Unless you're not proficient in persuasion.
No, my persuasion is 13.
Oh, so you're double proficient in persuasion. So don't tell us. Well, I guess you just did tell us it's a 9 or a 13, but I guess
Damn it.
The idea was, if you're trying to deceive us, you wouldn't want to just blatantly say, like, by the way, I'm using my lie stat.
But like, if you were
I suck
lying,
at
you
this
would
shit.
use deception.
No, it's fine.
You would
It's
take the
completely
3, add your deception to it if you're lying. If you're telling the truth and you're just trying to persuade, you would take the 13 and add the 3 to it.
Okay, well, he asked me what I was doing, and I said I was researching. So 9 plus 3 is 12.
Researching that frog, apparently.
All right. My inside check was a 27.
Golly.
You could have said that.
Yeah, we could have started with
Could've
that.
started with that. Hey,
Like,
should've learned
we
fast,
would have
fast.
saved that amount of time.
You get the sense that she's not being completely, forthright.
I just like trying to peek around it. What the hell is going on up there?
I'm gonna say to her, look, we do not have time for silly games like this. Be forthcoming, or leave, or take your chances.
All right. Well, if you must know, I am researching. It may not be foliage, but I am trying to find more information on the death curse.
Huh. And what have you found so far?
I found a giant dead frog in front of me.
I ask who you're with. Do you belong to any of the factions on this land?
I work alone. Whether or not you are interested in having an excellent bard in your group, that's up to you. But if not, I will move on and leave you here with this giant frog.
Dead frog. And it's also very presumptuous of you to assume that we want anyone else in our group.
She do be kind of thick though, bro. It's kind of
Yo, she dummy thick with 3 C's.
I would just like to chuckle at her apparent overconfidence, and I say, well, you've made it this far and you're not dead, so clearly you're competent.
Think about
But
that in a
let's
female
see.
voice.
But let's see if you actually are competent at all. And I want to gesture towards the temple again, where there was a lot of contraptions and puzzles that none of us took a lot of time to look at, and see if this is something that you can figure out, and we'll see if you're useful to the group or not.
Nephthys smirks and nods.
Okay, I enjoy a good challenge.
don't die there.
Yep. Okay, so let me move you guys maps real quick.
Yeah, I'm Fintar, by the way.
Oh, God.
Oh yes, that's Centaur, by the way.
And I just kind of pat the side of my horse. I'm like, this is horse. He's my celestial steed.
God,
And-
you named it horse.
In case. Hang on, I have to stop laughing.
Did you really do this horse?
In
Yeah,
case you
he's-
can't tell, he's the creative one in the group.
By the way, did you see that ravioli picture I sent to the group chat? It made me
Yeah.
think of that.
Oh man.
Can everyone see?
Aye, aye.
Lauren, can you see?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, you can see the map, great.
Can Orvik see? That's the real question.
Orvik is stupid. All right, so
Dude, he looks stupid, but he's apparently smart.
he's a pretty smart guy. Okay,
Although, who the
so,
fuck would spend their whole lives studying at home? Like
Yeah,
a loser.
there's definitely nothing interesting about it.
Fucking
All right,
nerds.
so rehashing what you see here. So there should be dynamic lighting now.
I can see
see it.
everything.
Can
I
you?
can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can all
Yeah,
see
but that's
everything.
because I'm a god.
What the fuck?
My horse is a god.
I move
And
over to
horse-
3B.
Did I not turn on dynamic
Hey,
lighting?
by
'Cause I
the-
made it.
By the way, does that mean I can technically
Oh,
speak
there we go.
celestial since my horse is celestial
No.
and I
No,
can
you're
communicate with
tell-
my horse?
You communicate with your horse telepathically. You don't have to share a language to speak
Okay.
telepathically.
All right.
What
I'm
about
just making-
it now?
Virtually,
it's
Now it's completely
black.
blacked out.
Same.
That's some.
And I can
dynamic
only
light.
see Baylin because I still have control over his token.
I can only see my token.
I can see Balian, but that's probably because
Wow.
I'm dummy thick.
You are missing a piece. I bet it's in your bedroom.
Maybe calm
Go
down.
look for it.
I don't have anything dummy thick in my bedroom. What are you talking about?
Better?
There we go.
Oh.
There it is. There it
Yeah,
is.
there's some lighting and shit.
What's going on,
But I'm
Jenna?
standing right in front here. Does this imply it's a closed door right here?
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a rectangular pool, again, of murky water here in the middle.
It's still all black for me. I don't know what happened.
See, whoever's baby that is gets the idea.
Yeah, that's mine.
She gets the idea.
Too many
Sorry.
babies in this D&D group.
Thanks, Jenna. We plan to.
Lots of fucking in the D&D
Like
group.
associated with the group, or like?
Whoa,
in-
speak for yourself.
Oh, I mean,
Better?
I didn't mean to call you guys babies,
Just
but
making sure, man. Okay.
Lauren, can you see now?
No, it's still all black. I saw it when you first uploaded it, but then
You broke the
Why
game,
can't
Josh.
you see? I'm stupid. Oh, has sight. That might help. Can you see now?
I see my icon.
Okay, we're getting there.
I don't even
One
see
step
my-
at a time.
Yep.
What about now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, everyone can see.
I still can't see shit.
God damn it.
Bob, I've been talking to the back of the pack because I don't think we fully trust Mazikeen yet. So
Okay, good now?
I mean, I
Yeah,
want her to
yeah,
the
yeah.
front, like up
Yeah,
here with me.
it's supposed to be, like,
Can you
black
hear me now?
coming out of the
Yeah, I
wall.
hear you
Yeah.
better.
Yes.
I can't hear you, Bear. What?
There's supposed to be like black pillars at the top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's some
yeah,
colors.
yeah, yeah.
That's the dynamic lighting working. Okay.
That's done it.
So this is the building up here.
All I was saying is Fintar moved to the back of the pack because we're still not sure if we trust Mazikeen yet. So
Okay.
I'm just
so
going to
you
kind of
move-
lead and make sure she's not
You
trying to do
stay-
anything crazy.
You move back towards where Mazikeen is. Osalia starts to approach. I'm assuming Mazikeen is walking up there too, since she's supposed to be kind of tackling whatever
Yeah.
this is going on
The
out
obstacle.
here.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
lead her towards the temple.
Okay, well, if that's
Um,
okay.
You know,
Orvix
we
approaches too.
we quickly explained how we massacred that gargantuan frog monstrosity in a few easy,
Rounds,
I don't know.
you can say it.
rounds. I don't know. How do you not sound like you're talking about a video game though when you're talking about rounds?
Moments.
Yes,
Right.
sure.
Jesus Christ, Eddie.
Orvix
Moments.
pipes up or speaks up for a second. I just okay, I'd like to remind everyone whatever is in here is going to be very dangerous.
I love it. Sounds
Um,
amazing.
Just many we tried other shrines. Everyone died. So
I assure him in Mazikeen's competency.
yes, you've apparently known her for a while, so I'm sure she'll do fine.
No. It's almost like a cynical kind of way though, because she assured us you want me. And it was like, really? Prove it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a step back. And he moves all the way back to this side of the pool.
I ask him, isn't his knowledge important? Shouldn't he be with us? I assure him I'll protect him.
What?
Get up here.
Alrighty. If you have questions, just shout them to me.
So what are we looking at? A door,
Yeah,
a puzzle, the whole layout?
It's a square building.
Uh-huh.
That's roughly 30 feet tall in front of you here. There's two stone-looking doors right here where I'm pinging. The building itself appears to be about 30 feet long and about 50 feet wide.
Okay.
There's a large...
This is an open gate.
Yeah,
You're
you guys
looking
are
at
standing in
nothing.
front of a gate. Yep. There's a
That's it.
large keyhole on the right door.
Okay.
Does anyone have a large key?
Phrasing.
Don't I have knock? Can I cast that, or
You do have knock.
can I go ahead and use that?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me read something. Okay.
You
All right,
just stand back and watch how I can be beneficial to you,
I
to your
I
spicy
do
group.
take a step back. Spicy group.
Okay. So you guys watch as Mazikeen walks up to the door and places her hand, and as she whispers a quick arcane incantation, there's a loud boom, like a super loud knocking noise. And as this happens, there's a spark, and an arcane rune on the front of the door lights up. Let me see this area here. Mazikeen and Osalia both make dexterity saving throws.
Nephthys readies an action for any hostile creatures with that loud noise.
Okay.
Specifically Eldritch Blast, obviously.
Oh yeah,
Obviously.
I
Balin
got a
will, also,
22.
So
Balin will also be making saving an action for hostile threats.
Okay.
what do I do here?
So roll a d20.
5 minutes.
And then you add your dex modifier.
At the top of the character sheet, there's dexterity.
What's a saving throw? So if you're proficient in it, you can add your proficiency bonus.
Yes.
But she's not, because
Can
Bard.
I also
Right,
ready?
Bard.
Can I also ready animated shield?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys, next time, do this beforehand.
Oh,
but
sorry.
yes.
Well, I didn't know she was casting knock until she did it, so
Yeah. Okay. So
it was the noise that triggered me to fucking be ready to kill something.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Okay. So it was a 5. It doesn't matter what you add. You definitely fail to save here. So as you cast it, and the door swings to open, the right door, but as that happens, this red arcane rune lights up, and a massive explosion of fire launches off through the front of the door. You attempt to jump out of the way, but your feet slide in the mud, and you suffer 22 points of fire damage from the explosion as it burns and chars side of your body. Osalia, since you succeeded on the save, you jump out of the way and only get slightly charred and suffer 11 fire damage.
I absorb that and cut it down to 5, and
Got
take
you.
in the fire energy for an extra d6 on my melee attack next turn if
Awesome.
something comes out to attack.
So fire comes out, you jump. Mazikeen's not able to get out of the way. You move, and as you're doing that, you raise your hand, and the fire, some of it gets sucked into your, like, you absorb the elements while you hold your hand out, and that chars and burns. But you're able to gather a good portion of that energy and store it for later.
Nice.
The door's swinging open. Mazikeen, you're hurt, but the door's open, and that's what's going on. 1 second.
So I'm cursing right now because that hurt.
I say
Can I-
excellent work.
Can I jump in the water? Would that
You're not on fire,
Okay.
but it just like burnt you. It was just explosion of fire outwards.
It'd still be entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, do whatever you need to do.
So now,
Shut up, you perv.
as you are able to like now look and peer in a bit, from what you can see right now, it looks like there's some steps that descend about 10 feet or so, possibly a little more. Pretty difficult to tell where you are, into the shrine. Without going in
Fucking
any
mustache
farther, you
hairs.
can't really see too much from where you're standing, though. Okay, well, there you go. From there, now it descends down into like an alcove. On the far wall, there's a pedestal with a stone cube resting on it. A relief is carved into the back of the alcove, and it shows a frogomyth with tentacles fighting a crane.
Oh,
Wooden
fun.
beams radiate out all along the sides of the wall. that are at floor height with about a 4-foot gap in between each one of them. And there's carved frog heads that extrude from the wall above each beam. When you look down, there's a pretty decent fall, about roughly 50 feet, leading into spikes covered in some strange substance you've never seen before.
Oh wow!
So, I'm sorry. These are spikes, not little pillars.
Yeah, so that's a spike pit.
Okay, all right. Just making sure. Okay.
And there are these beams that jut out along the side of the walls with frog heads over the top of them that jut out very small. And then on the opposite side is a pillar or a pedestal with a cube resting on the top, and that's where the carving of the frog is, fighting the crane.
And how far is the door to the pillar or to the pedestal?
About that far. However far you just did it, that's correct.
Oh, okay. So just 25 feet to the pedestal.
Yes.
Josh, I'm pretty much.
And it's only 10 feet wide.
The pedestal itself, yeah. So that whole pillar is 13 or 14, 15 feet. That doorway is 13, 14 feet.
Josh, I'm pretty much gonna make Orvix follow me or bring him along with me, basically. I'm gonna suggest it at first and then pretty much pull him.
He's hesitant, but accompanies you, now seeing that, the trap at the front door has gone off.
I also tell him that I will be by his side and make sure he's safe. And he can stop right here about if he wants. I'm gonna peek in the door for him.
Okay, he hangs out there. He's not getting any closer than he needs to be.
Yeah. And then I will move.
Yeah. At this point, this is where I hop off my steed and I send it back.
Can we ask Orvix? Can we ask Orvix what that statue is?
Where? The one on the opposite side?
Yeah.
Right here. So he steps around. So it's just a pedestal, and he looks. The frog is in a depiction of one of the 9 trickster gods, Kupazan. The crane is a different god. We're opposing factions in the city after Ubtao had left.
Can we remove it?
It's just a carving on the wall.
Okay.
The cube is like one of the... you wouldn't know because you weren't here for it, but the cube... you can ask the group about the cube. They know about the cubes.
Shall I take assessing the situation? I would turn to the group and say, "Shall I retrieve the cube?"
I mean, maybe. How big is it, Josh?
25.
The cube itself.
How heavy does it look? Like it's concrete, or whatever? What is it?
It looks like it's hard to tell. It looks like it's carved in stone.
So mage hand.
And the cube itself is 6 inches by 6 inches by 6 inches.
I'm going to ask Orvix. Have you guys gotten any of these cubes before? I'm assuming they're going to be trapped and ruined as well.
No. No. We've opened a few doors, and then I can elaborate later, but no. We've opened traps, partially proceeded through shrines, called in a night, and when we've returned to the shrine from our camp, it is back in the manner from reset from the manner before.
You saying you brought it out and then it was reset?
We've never got one, but
yeah.
Partially tried.
The temple was reset.
Yes, like something or someone is correcting whatever is done after we left.
Would you be able to tell if that is actually the key or one of the keys?
I have never seen one, but I could do my best.
I'm going to look at Neptus and say, Neptus, it's trapped. Do you have any ideas on how to get it out?
We only know that the door was trapped. We don't know that the cube itself is trapped.
But we should assume so.
Let me test it out, I guess, then.
Allow me, if you don't mind. That way we can bypass all of this treacherous terrain.
Can also
Can I
chat
cast
with
Mage Hand and retrieve it that way, or no?
Mage Hand can only lift up 5 pounds, so
Oh,
you
okay.
probably wouldn't be able to pick up a stone piece like that. You could certainly try, because Mage Hand was the first thing I thought of, but
I can
Nephthys,
also
what if you
chat-
sent your owl in just to see if it was some sort of motion sensor traps?
That's fair. I'm going to
What if we just throw a torch in there and see what happens?
put my hand on Asalia's shoulder, go into
I'm gonna stop
Zerak's
Nephthys right there.
vision.
I'm gonna say, Fintar, why don't you send your horse in there instead?
Because I like horse.
I like horse.
Well, before all that, I was
You
actually
could
gonna
make
say,
that
I was
jump,
sending,
though.
when we got here, I was trying to say that I was going to send horse back to Jeff and just have a extra lookout.
You can do whatever you want, of course. I just, I
Fuck
do
you. You're
actually
trying to
say,
get
though,
horse killed.
I mean, can't you just respawn it back in, bro? Come on, man.
I
with
mean,
a
let's be honest,
fucking
Fintar
slot
makes that
spell.
happen by himself already.
Okay, Mazakin gets bored and casts Dominate person on Fentar to go get it.
Oh, shit.
Yes!
This is not a good look for you. I'm just saying.
You don't know that yet.
As I
Okay,
see
hold
Maz-
on. I have to read this fucking spell.
Wait,
Hold
what?
on.
You have to make a
What
wisdom
just
save
happened?
or charisma.
I
Wisdom?
thought we were vibing, Mazakine. What's going on?
Wisdom.
Okay, yeah, make a wisdom. No, it's is it
It's
wisdom? Yeah,
wisdom.
make a wisdom saving throw.
God
Against
damn
a spell
it.
save of DC 17.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do I type here?
You
Nothing.
don't have to do anything. He does it. What's your spell
Cool.
DC?
I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay.
It should be a 17.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll
Yeah,
go in.
it's
Don't worry
17.
about
Hold
Fintar.
on. Let me
I've already prepared fucking animated shield, so I don't know if that helped.
Telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you are conscious. When it does its best to obey you, you could specify a simple or general, such as detect the creature, run over there, fetch the object. If the creature completes the order,
Can I still
I'm
have
going-
do I still have telekinetic powers with my horse?
yeah, you still.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
Before any of that happens, I'm going to counterspell it and hold my hand out with a prepared Eldritch Blast. Because I don't know what the
Okay.
fuck this bitch is. She's
Come
a
on now.
random stranger.
Yeah,
okay
try to
with
turn
this
your
move.
goddamn teammate into
So-
mush.
Mazakine, as you go ahead and you start to cast, you hold on and you start to cast briefly. Let me see what is on and what is this? Is it? Yeah, it's verbal and somatic. So it's not like you just cast the spell. There is a quick arcane, verbal. You're speaking when you cast the spell. As you start to say it and move your hand in that somatic motion, Nephthys quickly throws his hand out. And the arcane, rhythm that you were using and power quickly just fades from your hands, and your spell has been canceled.
Thank God.
And I look
And
at
Mazakine,
her.
do you have counterspell?
Who, me?
No, Mazakine.
You can
Oh.
counterspell his counterspell.
Good.
Eddie, shut the fuck up.
I don't think so.
Sort of, kind of, because you're on the same turn, so you can't really cast 2 spells on the same turn. But
That's a conversation for later, not in the middle of the game.
Yep.
Yeah, Josh.
We spent a while talking about this, and you can there's very specific rules, but this is totally legit if she had it. I don't know. I want to see it happen.
At the end of the day, it's
I don't
still
think I
Josh's
do.
call, but
so I don't think she has counterspell. Do you?
I don't think so. No. I don't
Okay,
think
so yeah, the spell fades, and now you look at Nephthys, who had quickly dispelled or countered your spell, and his hand is glowing green, pointing it towards you.
Do I
I-
notice
Yeah,
I
I mean,
say-
you wouldn't know who was the target of the spell. She had started to cast it. None of you would be overly familiar with this spell. None of you know it, but she was casting something, didn't announce it, didn't say anything, and Nephthys quickly just countered it because it's a stranger casting a spell in the middle of your party.
I shadow step to right behind.
I just tell her,
Okay.
please allow me.
My staff to her neck.
Oh, you put your staff to her neck?
She's starting to cast spells without telling
Okay.
us.
And I just say, what are you doing?
And I
I don't know. I mean, how would... I don't know. If he doesn't know the spell, I don't know why he would be able... I use different mechanics. Never mind.
It's so.
I
I mean,
say,
you guys don't know.
why so
Hostile.
hostile? I say to my party, why so hostile?
Because it is a complete and total stranger, literally in the middle of our entire party, casting a spell that none of us know.
My character just has a smirk on her face. I could just leave if you guys don't need me. I did open
I
this door
told
for you.
her. I told her to solve this issue. Did I not? You watched her knock the door open. What would
Yes.
stop you now?
Well, the only reason why I was asking is because I wasn't like trying to attack her. I was just gonna like ready my axe in confusion and like what the is going on? Whether I knew something was trying to be cast on me or not. I didn't know if
It's
I
like
knew
if
that or not.
nobody knew what spell was being cast. We don't know if she was just about to cast Bless.
She could tell us that.
Communication. That's the only thing I say.
How about not? Yeah, right. How about
Particularly
not
when it
communicate with
comes
that
to
with the party
matters of
first?
the arcane.
Okay, I didn't realize
I
the
say
spicy team worked that way. I will, from here on out, announce what I plan on doing.
If
I
you're,
turn and look at them and I say, you boys are far too powerful to beat this jumpy. And I'm just going to turn back around and say, by all means, allow me. And I just cast a wall of stone that encompasses the entire room, 5 feet off the wall, blocking all of the wooden spikes all the way up.
So you're doing what? There's a
There you
5
go.
foot wall coming up from the ground. Where's it coming out of? From the sides?
Wall of stone.
He linked
Oh,
the
I
thing
broke
in
my
the chat.
Is it? Okay, thank
Yeah.
Hang on, I broke my roll 20.
why are
Okay,
all yours
gotcha.
so
6
fucking
inches.
long to read?
So it's 6 inches thick.
Hot.
10 foot by 10
Nice.
foot panels.
Dummy thick.
Can somebody say that in like a sexy voice?
Actually, I'm only doing 3 inches thick to make them 20 foot high, and then 10 feet wide. So I'm basically making this shape like so, where it's gonna go out, and then just like that, and that, and that, and then block off right there.
Okay. I think I kind of
And-
get what you're doing.
Yeah.
So the stone appears, quickly just appears out and creates a pathway above the spikes. That can now be used to get to the pedestal.
Because I have 100 feet basically, and that's 25. Or it's 25 and 25, and then 20 here and 20 here. So 40.
80, 90 feet.
I'm gonna go AFK for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, she knows gamer lingo.
She's a hardcore gamer, dude.
AFK, BRB, BIO.
She used to play WoW
So
and
it
shit. man.
basically goes right from the base of the stairs, and I used all 100 feet, and all the walls are 20 feet high. I'm not sure how tall the roof of the space is. I didn't ask, but
Okay.
There's like 14 feet, you said.
Well, we're not
Yeah,
20
maybe
feet tall, so
No.
Inside. Okay, so but you have a pathway now that leads you across.
Alright,
what are you guys
Centaur, I think it's you.
I gesture for someone else to go. I made the path. I don't walk it.
I'll take the path.
Okay. Centaur.
I guess it's the least I could do for no. Oh, sorry. It's the least I could do for not helping with Frog Myth.
Ellie Dove looks around for a second. Is no one? She goes in with you.
I literally noticed Fintar
I
and
just looked back at her and said, "Are you sure this is what you want to do?"
Yes, and she. I'll wait here. You go across.
The last time she followed Fintar.
I just had to lost the security.
Dan sees Fintar going and he's like, really? I just wasted that? Really?
So I kind of like...
Not Neftis.
I kind of try to like... I'm assuming these are what 5, 6 feet apart?
No, you're fine.
What?
There's a stone pathway.
Yeah, it's a 5-foot wide stone pathway with 20-foot walls blocking the entire interior.
I'm talking about the spikes in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, you're above them.
Oh, we're above them. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I just kind of creep forward a little bit. Like, I'm moving very slowly, you know, like in goddamn Scooby-Doo, just...
All right, so are you... Okay, make a stealth check. And make a just...
Well, I have disadvantage in stealth, so that's horrible.
Does guidance require touch? Hang on.
I got a 5 in stealth.
Okay, I'm back.
That's
5.
solid ground, Nat. Nat,
So
you
you're
understand.
just like you're stomping along at this point. You are just moving slowly, not hidden from anything.
I mean, to be fair, I wasn't like honestly trying to be stealthy. I was just trying to be more like move slowly so I don't like if like I triggered something by accident, I could like jump back real quick.
Okay.
So I wasn't like real being stealthy.
Gotcha.
So
How do we check our least
okay, so you move completely across.
all right.
Sorry. Okay. And then you get up to the stone. Make a perception check.
Oh, 16.
16. Okay.
Nice.
Now, as you get up there, looking around,
Benny,
looking at the carving, you notice
get me one of these,
hundreds
please.
of tiny little holes in the carving.
Like on this little back here.
Yeah, so you look around and you see hundreds of tiny little holes in the carving, and they just start like all the walls that, from what you can see, you can't see much of them because you're carved in, but at least on that portion right there,
I'll do it quiet.
everything is covered in tiny little holes.
So I kind of look back and I kind of wave Osalia because that's the one person I can see other than Elidov. But I just like wave Osalia back because I feel like he would have a little bit more knowledge on this than I would.
She.
So okay, sorry. She would have more knowledge on this, and I'm saying, hey,
tell him I don't feel safe with 2 people on the bridge when it's only 3 inches thick. You'll have to come back.
Well, I'm not on the bridge anymore. Is this a platform? Like this whole...
It's a pedestal with the cube resting on top of it.
So it's not the bridge, though.
Is there standing space, or is it still on the bridge?
You could fit... No, there's standing space. You could fit like 3 of you over there pretty comfortably, probably 4.
I just say, hey, this looks super confusing, and I just kind of I said, the bridge is fine. Let's go.
I gesture to Mazakin to go. This is your task after all.
No, Mazakine's leaning up against the wall with her arms crossed, looking at you guys like, well, yes, I tried to help earlier, now you're not going to get nothing out of me.
I'm going to go over to Mazakin, and I'm going to cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds on her and assure her that they'll chill out. The boys are a bit jumpy.
Sweet.
Right. So how much do you heal her for?
Is she even
26
damaged?
hit points.
Yeah, she took 22 fire damage.
Okay.
I cure you for 26 hit points.
So
and I just assure you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just assure you. I'm like, you'll be fine.
Like how far? This is only 25 feet from the stairs, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't really notice anything. I'm just kind of looking at the wall, trying to notice them. But then I just happen to notice. I'm assuming Mazikeen coming. I guess I don't know that yet.
I don't know. Are you entering Mazikeen or no? Still no.
Let me think here for a second.
I fully healed you, at least.
Yeah, all your burns,
Well-
all that has healed up now.
Well, I guess I asked the group how they, if I have their permission to cast something.
It's not a permission. It's just saying, hey, this is what I would like to do.
Bear just.
Okay,
Oh no, I think she's being sassy.
The only sassy person here is the guy with the staff on people's throats right away. Pretty aggressive.
Honestly, if it wasn't him, it was gonna be me.
Mad sus. I'm just saying.
Bear has been ejected. Nephthys looks at Mazikeen and says, "It was nothing personal. I hope you understand in our experiences we've come across many arcane effects, and since I did not know the nature of what you were doing, I stopped it in its tracks. I simply request communication until a proper level of trust has been established."
I assure her again, they're jumpy, yet extremely dangerous individually.
Fair enough. Josh, am I allowed to interact with the Orvix person?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to ask him?
Well,
Or do?
oh, man, I don't want to get. I was going to do that.
Well, you only have one 5th level
gonna-
spell slot, right?
Yeah, you actually lose that spell slot because he countered it, so you don't have your 5th level
son of
spell
a
anymore.
beach. Okay.
Yeah.
Can
We
I
didn't
charm
cover
him
spell
into
slots
doing
at
it?
all. Jesus.
You could just ask him, like,
Yeah.
using your own charisma without having to beguile someone magically.
Okay, well,
Talk to them with
I
charisma.
charmingly ask then with my charismatic self if Orvix would like to retrieve the cube for us.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
What if
Mike.
you just accompany him up, because he's a scholar, so, like, we need your brains, but you go up there with him because he's a scared little old man.
Just make a persuasion check as Osalia assists you in convincing him.
How do I do that?
So just roll a d20 and add your persuasion.
Which was a 13, I believe,
Oh my
right?
God.
Wow, the dice are not in your favor today.
Wow.
I guess. Jesus.
Huh? Yeah.
Ouch.
So the way this works is you people go into there, you ask me for my advice, and I shout it to you.
So
I get mad and throw my arms down and
walking across.
Just go in.
You throw a temper
Just you
tantrum.
do it.
why don't you do it?
Because I made the wall, and you're trying to prove that you're useful. Or you could just, admit that you're not useful.
I am. I'm
First
like
of all,
getting irritated at this point. Fintar's getting irritated. Like, hey, I asked for fucking help.
So Bear at this point has come across and is standing on the other side of the bridge with you next to the cube. LA Dove is still standing, looking around. What were you saying, Bear?
I look at Fintar, well, who's not here right now, but I just want to ask him if he wants to pick up this cube with me and take it.
I just kind of looked at him. I said, in my experiences, it's probably not wise.
That's a fair statement.
That was a fair statement. That's why it's hilarious.
That's Fintar learning, guys.
Character
Fintar's learning.
development, season 2.
I tell him.
Does
very
anybody
well.
have like a detect magic kind of thing, like that they can? I don't
Jack,
know.
can you put your mic down? We can barely hear you.
Did you turn them all the way up in Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have him at 200%.
So do I.
Missed the Joe Biden speech, didn't we?
I watched it on my phone.
I watch those pretty good.
Oh, I can hear you
I
now.
missed it.
I can barely hear him still, but
Okay, what were you saying, Bear?
Hang on, I'll
You-
turn myself up.
He was just saying that's fair enough, pretty much, is what he was saying.
Gotcha.
So I just
Yeah.
look at Barrett. I'm just like, dude, these holes got to be a pattern to something. I just don't know enough.
Is this better?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much.
Hell
better.
yeah, dude.
Did you hear what I told you, Bear?
Yeah, you're not about that life. Got it.
Well, I was talking about the holes that I've noticed in the.
There must be a pattern, but Fintar's not much of a thinker.
I'm not. yeah,
Okay.
well,
Can I try to
wouldn't say
decipher a
that.
pattern?
Make an intelligence check.
What is the cube made of? Is it metal or what?
Can I do an
Stone.
insight
Looks
check?
like it's stone. An insight check? No. This is intelligence.
14.
Examining it, you don't. It's not necessarily like there's no specific pattern that you could tell. It's just like they go across. They just cover all the surfaces over there.
Okay.
I just kind of look at Bear. I'm like, well, what do you think, man? Somebody dying?
Alright, so I tell him, what little I was able to deduce from that. Which apparently was not much.
Did you say those spikes were covered with some sort of substance?
Yes.
It's poop.
What?
Punchy sticks, dude.
It was a greenish substance.
Okay, they're probably.
Monkey with poop.
There is still gaps between the wall and the bridge that the spikes are very visible and reachable from.
So what's the bridge being suspended by?
It's anchored from stone to stone onto
okay.
the stone
All right,
pillar.
all right,
Yeah,
all
it
right.
fuses into the stone.
So, I asked Asalia if, just from across the bridge, if Cholton has a written language.
Who
Yes,
you
of
asking?
course.
Well, we'd have to either scream it.
Ellie Dove has read books for us written in Chilton before.
Okay.
He is new to our group, so he's probably asking this
Yeah.
legitimately.
That's fair.
Cholton has
Yes.
its own language, and Orvix mentioned last session that Old Omen is its own language as well.
Does he? So I asked Orvix if he knows that language.
Partially, there's not many texts left from back then.
Does he know how to write or say open?
Yes,
Write or say?
both.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is being yelled. Like I can
they're
hear
yelling it. Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's
All
only like what, a 15, 20 foot.
It's
Yeah.
25 feet plus he's probably 15
I mean,
feet back.
if they wanted his attention, he could just walk up over there.
Okay.
Can we ask him how to say it first?
So he shouts it to you.
Alright, I try shouting it at the cube.
Okay, there's no effect.
I assure everybody that I need to stay outside because if I were to lose concentration on this stone, it will all disappear.
That's fine. And just my irritation of no help. I come across the bridge
Okay.
and grab homeboy. What's his name?
Orvix?
Orvix. And then I'm just gonna kind of gently push him across the bridge to help
Okay,
us
he's
figure
gonna
shit out.
resist you trying to push him.
I stopped
I'm not
Fintar and saying
I'm not like
only one.
shoving him. But like, hey,
I
bro,
see
you need
Fintar.
to come with me.
I say Fintar, only one person on the bridge.
That's why I'm gonna be behind him.
Orvix is about to get. the
I'm
business
not
on the
going in
stunning
there.
strike.
No, I know how this
Orvix-
plays out. No,
I just
not
look at-
happening.
I said
Not
Orvix,
going.
you're the only one that knows any of this shit.
If I die, then you don't even know where the other shrines are.
Obviously,
Yes.
you see me walk across and back. The bridge is
He
fine.
stays with me.
Bear is across. We will help you.
If I'm not
He
going
should-
in there. I'm not going
He
in
should
there.
stay. He should stay by me. because he's right. We don't know where the other shrines are. We can't lose him to a pit trap.
Well, then somebody needs to know this map. This is a map on this light. That's what all these holes are. That's all I can maybe decide from it.
I just get over
Nephthys,
there.
go over there and take a look.
Yeah, Fintar actually stays back here and comes back toward Mazikeen.
Okay, so Nephthys, you
Hang
head
on. I concur with Nephthys. And BRB 1 fucking second.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my cartographer's tools to make a quick sketch of the pattern on the wall, and then bring it back to orbit.
There's not, like, per se, a pattern. There's
Or the
literally
dot.
that wall, the whole wall, top to bottom, is just covered in little holes.
I
Never
think it's
mind.
one of those ones where like you cover up certain holes, it shows or points you in a direction.
Very insightful, Fintar.
So Nephthys wants to take a look at these holes.
Okay,
Go for it.
What are you trying to discern from the holes? Say hi to everyone.
What they may be.
Say hi.
Because,
Okay.
hi Harvey.
Okay, make a. Can you
Being
wait?
being a former
Dennis.
battlefield tactician, I would imagine I'm somewhat familiar with various devices that may fire multiple arrows or something, maybe seeing it.
Okay, make a investigation check.
Good idea.
And Jeff, just like,
Where the fuck is Baylin in all this? He should be over there. He's a trap guy.
Well,
Fucking rogue.
I rolled a
I
natural
can't do one.
20 plus 3 plus 3 from guidance, so 26.
Okay, 26.
Golly.
Never mind, Baylin, you're good.
Only because of your ridiculous roll do you notice anything about these, because there wasn't anything to notice, but because of this, looking at it, examining, you notice around just around one of the holes, this greenish residue. And you rub your finger on it, and you pull it back because it burned.
I see.
Spicy.
Well,
I noticed, since we're the only two there, I noticed Nephthys' reaction and ask him, what?
Josh, what was it that burned him?
This greenish residue around one of the holes. I mean, these holes are tiny, so it was only because of his insane roll that he noticed this. And then he touched it and pulls his finger back to because it burned. The second he touched it, it burned. And there's already a little blister on your finger, Nephthys.
I see.
Ooh.
Guys,
Ooh.
this is where we NPC.
All right. Josh, can you handle a Fintar?
Okay. I mean,
I don't want to, personally. Not because fuck
That's
Fintar,
fine.
but because, I don't want that responsibility.
Hey, you can kill me if you need to, but I gotta get going.
Okay,
Alright,
man.
dude.
So it'll only be for like an hour or so.
I think Alex would be fine doing it.
Have a good night, bud.
What exactly
I
is
like
it that you want me to do?
just
Or,
NPC my
pilot
character.
Fintar.
Sorry. Oh, play Fintar?
Yeah, just play
Yeah.
me whenever it comes up.
I have never played a paladin before, but
Fine,
Well,
I'll do it. It's fine.
Thank
I
you.
have his
Thank
character
you,
sheet.
man.
I can roleplay him if you want me to. But I've just never played a paladin, and I don't know him that very well. To be
Okay,
honest.
so you
into it.
role play him, and I'll tell you what to do with him. How about that?
All
Like
right.
in battle.
Team effort,
Oh.
guys.
Love you guys.
Love
And
you
Josh,
too, man. Have a good night.
Later.
Josh, pretty much all I've been doing this whole time, and what I'm going to continue to do is stay very close to Orvix and protect him.
Okay. So you're with Orbix. And there was this, burning, and what are you guys doing?
Hang on. I'm reading something real quick. Okay, I'm going to tell Bear, why don't you go back across? Stay on that side.
Very well.
I will
That's
handle
something.
this. And then I start casting a very familiar ritual that they see every night. And that's Tiny Hut on my side.
Okay. All right.
Like over over the cube and like within the perimeter of the wall with the holes, like so that it's on the outside of the
You
dome.
do it with a ritual, so it's 10 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All of the stone becomes permanent, and I no longer have to concentrate.
Okay.
So. Hell yeah, dude! Preach. So once the dome is finished, going to say a quick prayer to Gelambor and grab the cube.
Okay, hold on. 1 second, Harvey's here. Harvey, you can't eat the microphone. He goes, dumb.
Lollipop, lollipop.
Shh, no spoilers, Harvey. Okay, let's. So you cast the. Well, you can't have the microphone. Here, you can play with the dice. So, so you're placing it over where the Harvey. Yeah, I know.
So like the wall with the holes is on the outside of my dome.
Yes, I get what you're saying, and you're over the.
Over the cube and the pedestal, and I'm also within the dome.
Got you. Let me read Tiny Hut real quick again.
I'll link
Can
it.
you link it? Thank you. Yeah, ball. Okay.
It's a dome of force. So
Yep.
basically wall of force, but in a dome.
So all other creatures and objects. Bah. Okay, got you. Oh, Harvey. Okay, Harvey, you gotta get down, baby.
But he's so cute.
Right here. I know. He's driving me crazy though. You gotta play here. So.
Foreshadowing. I get feeble-minded.
Okay. So, yeah, you. Okay, we're done, Harv. You gotta get down, baby. Okay, get down. 1 second. All right, go play. All right, go play. I know, big bro. Okay. So you grab the cube, and when you grab it, the two doors at the entrance, the second you lift it, slam shut, locking Bear and Ellie Dove inside. At that same
Ellie Dove!
At that same moment, all of those holes launch this green, thick gas at a velocity that catches you well off guard, and Bear and Ellie Dove as well, and it completely repels it. No, completely repels it across the room over to where they are as well. You're okay at the moment. Bear, Ellie Dove, both of you, you need to make Constitution saving throws. You guys on the outside, yes? The ball, go get it!
Dan, you cast Tiny Hut inside there at this edge.
Yep.
That's a
you guys on the
baller move.
outside, Osalia and Orvix, the doors just slam shut in front of you the second that happens. Bear, Constitution saving throw.
22.
Get 22.
Hell yeah.
Ellie Dove rolled a 19.
Nice.
What are all these acrobatics
That's
for?
23 poison damage halved for both of you for succeeding on the con save, and you're luckily not poisoned for the moment. But the green gas is stinging and burning your skin. And the doors, these are thick doors. You guys got a good look at them. That when they slammed shut, I mean, they're almost 2 feet thick of stone. What are you guys doing? You have, a few moments to decide what you're going to do, and then, there's going to be more damage because you're just standing in this poison.
Can I go up? Like in the drawing, like are these like planks that
you
hang
can't
off
get
the
over
side?
to there because that's all too coved in now. You're like in a long hallway, pretty much. full of poison gas.
Can I shadow step over to Nephthys' tiny hut?
Magical spells and effects cannot pass through the dome.
Yeah.
Can I shadow step to the entrance and then walk into it?
Unless Dan stops you from being able to go into it, you can go into it.
Yeah, so
Metagaming,
he can
but yeah.
he can walk into it, but he can't shadow step into it.
Or can I so like to avoid walking across this, can I shadow step to the entrance and then walk in?
Yeah, so you run over there. Ellie Dove attempts to run over there also. As you guys are running over, before you can get in, I need you to both make con saves again.
Well, he wants to use his teleport.
Yeah, I shadow
Rather than
step.
Oh,
running.
shadow step? Okay. So yeah, you shadow step there. It's dim. That's easy enough. And you get in. So you don't have to do the con save. Ellie Dove does. Running over there.
Yeah, fuck Ellie Dove.
She gets a 16. So she succeeds. But still takes damage. That's 24 more poison damage, halved to 12. And she gets in, not poisoned, but you guys are now in the tiny hut. You're still covered in this substance, though. I mean, it launched onto you, clinged onto you, and is burning your skin. I mean, you're like in serious pain. And the doors are slammed shut. You're trapped inside of here, trapped now inside of this hut. What are you guys on the outside doing? You have 6 seconds worth of action.
I tell everybody to get back, and I wait until the scholar specifically gets to around this corner with his movement, and
Okay, he
then
gets
I'm
around the
going to
corner.
use Stone Shape, 4th level spell slot to you said it's 2 feet thick, and as long as the wall is less than 5 feet thick, you can make a small passage.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I have to read about the shrines to see if they're not like the actual structure of them are not immune to something like this.
Okay.
In the meantime, Ellie Dove gets back 16, 19, 24 hit points.
Really? You used it on her? No?
Oh, okay, fine. Now you're not getting anything.
Jeez.
Okay, 1 second. Hold on.
Do not leave me like this.
And you get back 14. As I use healing
I may
light
need to
on
hop
each
off
of you.
a little bit.
You're fine.
I guess I strip my clothes off in order to not have this more of the shit on me and try to
So
wipe it off.
You're stripping and trying to.
Like, is this something I can wipe off of myself?
Yeah, but it takes an action, so you would have. I would say you have to take one more round of saves before you're able to wipe it off. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, you cannot change the shape of the shrines.
Fuck. I can't
Okay,
affect the
so
door.
Another
with Stone
con
Shape.
saving throw.
Okay, so make a con save.
Somebody else's turn now. I don't know what the fuck to do. I can't
19.
Stone Shape the door.
19. Okay, so you succeed. You suffer
On the side today.
10. And Ellie Dove does the same thing. She takes the damage. Well, let's do the con save first.
Is that 10 total or 10 half?
That shit. That was 10. 10. Just I already halved it for you. I only rolled 3 instead of 6 dice.
Mazikeen, can you blow the doors open? Do you have like?
I have Thunder Wave, but would that not hurt them in there?
Do you have Shatter?
Yes.
Shatter the doors.
Okay, Ellie Dove suffers 17 more points of poison damage. But she's able to wipe off the substance and flick it off onto the ground. More blisters and pain. Holy shit! She's reacting. How are you trying to blow the doors open?
Well, we're trying to just if I were to use Shatter, would that hurt them in there?
Not if you use it on the outside. Probably. Well, I guess if it blew
Yeah,
in.
I mean, you just do it to the door itself. think
Did
it's a
we see
10-foot
Nephthys cast Tiny Hut before we left?
Yeah,
One
yeah.
of you guys make a history.
Yeah.
One of you guys on the outside can make a history check.
Orvix will.
Orvix has no idea he can't succeed.
I guess I'll do it. Unless
I
was
got a
that-
16.
I mean, it should be very familiar for you guys. We do this every fucking night.
I got a 16.
16 on your history. Okay.
Yeah.
Thinking back, the first time you approached the shrine, the frog head on the outside, you explicitly remember a handle out of the mouth that you guys had noticed
It's
in the middle of the pond.
yeah. I
The first
remember.
time.
I point at the handle and shout, "The handle!"
How far? It's like in the pool, isn't it?
Yeah, and the pool. There's a little bit of a dip, and yeah.
Looks like Mazikeen went for it.
I was gonna say, looks like
Mazikeen
she's
jumped
just
onto it.
strutting on top of that thing.
Mazikeen, go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check as you try to get across and get in.
Probably
So roll a
acrobatics
D20 and
because your
Add one
dexterity's
of
higher.
those two. Whichever one's better, yeah.
You said which one?
Hey!
19, nice. Okay, that's good enough. So you agilely like jump in, dive into the water, swim over, and even though it's really slippery, there's a lot of algae growing on the sides. You get up to the top, and when you grab the handle and pull, the top of it comes off, and there's a large stone key sitting underneath that. Like it was like a handle that covered like a little area, and you pulled it up to reveal this hole, and there's a large stone key sitting in the hole.
Nice.
Wow.
Can I throw it over to who is that?
Balin.
Yeah.
That's Asalia there. Actually, you'd probably throw it to Asalia.
Okay, so
I mean, I already did my turn, so I tried the stone. shape
Balin,
on
we'll
the
move forward.
okay, throw it to Baylin. Go ahead and make a dexterity check. Roll
Me?
a d20, add your dex. No, Mazikeen.
So D20
Oh.
plus 4.
Plus what?
4.
About to drop that shit in the water.
So she rolled a 10.
That was what
I mean,
you
10?
needed. You needed a 10. You toss it. It's a little high, Baylin, but you reach your hands up and grab it. Run over, I'm assuming?
Yep.
And when you put it in and turn it, the gas that's just been continually shooting in, when it clicks, the gas immediately stops, and the doors swing open. And as they swing open, the gas slowly starts to drift out. Baylin, you would just walk back, I'm assuming. You're not just going to stand there and let it hit you.
Centaur runs in while still they're full of gas.
That's right on character.
I mean, actually, he would probably have PTSD after that fucking gas gauntlet that he went through in the jungle one time.
Yeah, I remember that. That was fucking good. But the door opens up. The glass slowly clears out. You guys in the hut, after a few moments, the gas is cleared out. Bear's naked.
Yeah, that took literally
How
10
did Ellie go wipe the shit off of
for
herself?
Bear to strip naked.
She stripped down too. I was just trying to be funny.
Nephthys is like, ah, yeah.
You don't know
10
his
seconds
sexuality.
alone. 10 seconds alone with Nephthys, and 2 people are naked.
As we're walking out, I literally just look at Fintar and Baylin and smirk.
And both of them are dissatisfied.
You hear Mazikeen from the stone face go, "Bow chicka wow wow."
Literally, as their Bear and Ellie Dub still have like, well, I guess Bear's healed fully, but Ellie Dub is still a good bit damaged actually. 'Cause she
I'll
failed that
drop
last
her
save.
another. I'll drop her another 15 hit points.
Okay. So Ellie Dub's healed up a bit. She heads over to the water and washes her clothes off at the pool without
do
really
the
saying
same thing,
anything,
too?
and kind of just rolls her eyes at anyone looking at her. Washes the clothes off and gets dressed again.
I'm intentionally not looking at either of them.
I'm gonna do the same thing so I can put my scrappity ass robe back.
I'm just watching them. I think it's funny. They're naked.
I
But
look at
now-
Maxine and say that she's probably never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, man, it's very difficult to imagine a Tic Tac in the shape in the coloration of a penis.
But it's a shadow.
Very good.
Nephthys, now as you walk out, you have this cube in your hand. It's weighty, and it doesn't feel balanced.
Title of Scanlan's sex tape.
Yeah, I get the reference. And it doesn't feel balanced. Carved into the sides on each side is a frogomyth, and you get the sense that it's old. The carvings on it look like it was made yesterday.
A remark on the state of the cube, especially given the hostility of its environment. And I show it to Orvix and the rest of the party if they so want to see it.
Orvix eagerly takes it out of your hands and fascinating, pulls out a notepad and just is immediately like writing down notes, takes out a piece of paper, puts it on the side and is, like sketching in like the carvings that were on it, like transferring it to paper. And just, is eagerly studying it.
Are you going to share with the group, Orvix, what you are writing about this?
Just the way the carvings are put in, how ancient it looks. I mean, this needs to be studied. How does this open the tomb? What is so special about these cubes? Why does it feel misweighted in one hand? Why does it, no matter what side, as he flips it, does the left side always feel heavier than the right? It's just so strange.
Is he talking about the cube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else would you be talking about?
Bear's penis, obviously.
I'm just like, wait, whatever.
My clothes are back on now.
He just stands up and there's a lily pad covering his crotch.
Aware of the shadow.
If you roll a high enough investigation check, you notice that that's not his penis. It's a part of the frog hemoth tentacle.
Same thing.
Well, cool. We got one of them keys, huh? There's like 9 of them, right?
Indeed, there is. Yes, there's 9. 8 to go.
I look at Mazikeen and I say, "Oh, it seems you know a little bit more than you led on to believe."
I think we told her at some point.
Orvix mentioned it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she knew it was 9.
Well, she did because Orvix mentioned it.
Never mind then.
Yeah, she did.
Cool.
God, loose lips.
Well, we obviously need some very safe place to hold this while we go into the other temples and whatnot to find the other keys.
Jeff.
How much does the could I gauge how much the cube weighed?
About 10 pounds.
All right, so I'm going to hand out to the rest of the party about evenly distributed about 10 pounds of silver coins, and recommend we stuff it in the bag of holding.
That's what, 100 silver.
I think 10 coins is 1 pound. Yeah.
Yeah, so 100 silver. Balin, write that down.
Am I just taking all 100 silver? Or
Yeah.
If you want.
On to the silver for you. I mean, I have extra room. Here, my
I
bag.
mean, don't give it to the new person. It's like, here's 100 silver.
I just
I
say
could hold
it's
the
ten.
key, too, if you
It's
want.
it's worth 10 gold pieces. Who really cares?
I have it written down.
I sigh very loudly.
Well, Orvix is like shaking with excitement at this point, looking at it. Let's go get another one. Let's go. Let's go get another one.
He did mention there was one right across the way.
I hold the bag open.
On the right side of the path.
He brings it over. May I look at this more tonight?
Yes, this evening, but right now we must keep it safe.
He puts it in the bag. Of course. There's many more tombs, or shrines. Excuse me. Where to?
I mentioned to Nephthys that I can always slip that inside of a pocket of stone within our cave. So they would first need to find the cave and then need to be able to stone shape it out of the wall.
I think that is a brilliant idea, but I think for transit, the safest place is within the bag.
Absolutely. Just in case the bag isn't pilfered from you or you are an unfortunate casualty, we should entomb this somewhere.
I agree. Ah. 90
All right.
points, okay.
He mentioned that this was a temple on the right side of the path.
He did, yes.
I asked him which of the gods that one is dedicated to.
1 second, let me look.
Yo, I'm just now noticing this fucking lava pit you were talking about, Eddie. That shit is fire!
Oh my god.
He's funny.
No,
Do you
like
see
I
the
literally
waterfall
mean like this
going
map
into it?
design is
I think
fucking
that
fire.
fits thick. Do you see how impossible that bridge would be? It's 500 feet across. The bridge I was talking to you about.
525 feet.
It would take fucking weeks.
Like a month of just stone shaping, assuming the stone doesn't get melted in the lava.
Right, it needs to hold.
That is Shagambee's shrine is the one over there.
Don't they have a sandals there?
Is it what?
That was a joke. It sounded like you said Shagam Beach. So I was like, don't they have a sandals there?
Shagambi, that one's wisdom is what that graffiti said.
Yes. That one. This is so. Shagambee is depicted as a commandant. Are you familiar?
I don't think so. Am I?
They're native to Cholt, so you could possibly be. Mazikeen might also possibly be either. They would be the only two, so you can both make nature checks.
And what was the god that we just dealt with?
Fucking crushed it.
What was he?
Kubazan?
Yeah, what was he the god? What was the trait associated
Bravery.
with him?
Bravery.
Okay. I'm gonna have to ask you guys for all of those later.
What's your nature bonus, Mazikeen?
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Osalia. 29?
Well, you know.
Josh, can you
Without
spell,
guidance.
Josh, can you spell the new temple god we're going into?
Shag?
Yeah.
A-M-B-I.
So, like, if you're gonna shag
Nature.
Bambi,
Okay. And he's the god of what?
What did we say? Shit.
wisdom.
Thank you.
What was it, Mazikeen?
5.
Okay, so add that to a d20.
To a roll.
Yeah, roll a d20, add 5.
Okay, so 15 and a
Okay, so 15.
So they're pretty rare. Mazikeen, you're not too familiar with them. You haven't run into one before. But Osalia, with a 29, you definitely have. These are tigers the size of horses. that have
Oh, dope.
snakes protruding from their back.
Oh! Is that all?
That's all.
Sounds like some cute ass puppies.
And
I'm gonna guess it's a fire type.
Orvix continues. We have approached this shrine before. We sent a few men in, and well, they didn't come back. We sent them over just to scout out the surrounding area. This was about the 2 days before you guys had arrived, and they never returned.
I remarked that I'm not going first.
Sounds promising. We should make our way over there.
What form does this god take on? The commoner, you said.
Yes.
I guess that is frightening.
I've never personally seen one, but they sound terrifying.
I mean, I have to get off, guys.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
All good.
I don't know what happens from here, but
Oh,
And
in
life happens. Life happens. Don't worry about it.
okay.
in 2 weeks
Well,
we're playing again.
Yeah, in 2 weeks. Yeah, we're playing again in 2 weeks.
All right. Oh, I'm glad I was able to play and figure it out because I'm super new to this. So
No problem. And next week we can hit the ground running. Or next session we can hit the ground running.
Just
It,
pass on it first.
this this D&D and Beyond thing's gonna save my character sheet, right?
Yep.
It should, yeah.
Okay, cool.
As long as you
Awesome.
save it.
Cool.
Yep.
Let me
All right.
email it just to make sure. Copy, paste. All right. Let me get off of this Discord. I'm at my parents' house.
No worries. We'll
She's
see-
in the Middle East.
We'll see you next session.
Alright, dude, well, GG's.
Okie dokie.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, you're welcome. We're glad to have you.
I'm trying to figure out how to sign off.
See you later.
I don't even know how to do that.
It's the little telephone but with the X right next to voice connected. The bottom left.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, all right.
Okay. So you guys head over. He takes you back through or around the southern portion of the old camp where you guys had found him, up above the raised pathway where the vines have grown through it. And it's just eerie and quiet and silent in the town. Doesn't sound like there's tons of living things the deeper you go into the city compared to, especially, just the cave at the entrance. Some animals, some life. But as you enter the city and get in, wildlife, not really a thing. And it's creepy and it's strange, especially traveling through the jungle for so long and being used to just hearing wildlife all around you 24/7. It's just off-putting.
It's I kind of think about how it's too quiet compared to what we're normally doing. I'm actually going to use Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
Second level.
So cast without a trace, you all can make stealth checks, add 10. You're moving a little bit slower than you were before, but you have a much better chance of not attracting any attention now.
So 15 to 25.
Okay, 25, 18,
30.
30.
30.
30.
Christ. Yeah, Ellie Dove is going to have a really high score here also.
It's a matter of time until I roll poorly, boys.
Ellie Dove got a 31. So everyone's really hidden. As you move over towards Orvix, let's roll for him. Can't forget about him. Wow, he rolled really freaking well. 26.
God, I don't want the motherfucker ruin it.
So you guys make your way over towards the shrine, and Shagabi's shrine is
Fintar only got like a 13.
ooh, okay.
Is that plus 10 or?
Yeah.
It's really with the
Ouch.
Okay.
So I rolled a 3?
Yeah, because he had disadvantage with his armor, so I got a 3 and a 6, and I don't think he has a dex modifier.
Hang on,
So you-
Stanton. Even if he does, it's only like a 1, probably. So
Josh, pretty much going forth, unless I need to go do something, you can pretty much assume I'm staying close to Orvix.
Okay. So you're next to Orbix, kind of watching over him. Ellie Dove is moving towards the middle of the group, bow drawn. She's ready. Orvix.
Templar says loudly, "Wow, it's really quiet out here."
appropriate.
Ellie Dove looks like, shut the hell up.
Shut the fuck.
So the group continues to push forwards. Who's in front?
Not me.
I guess I'll go
I
since
mean,
cast
Orvix,
a spell.
Orvix and
I
I.
Ventar.
Say Orvix can be leading us, and I'm right next to him because we don't really know exactly where the temple is. He does, and I can just be with him.
So Orbix is up front with Balin and Fintar.
Ventar is going to be in the front, guarding and protecting everyone like he does.
Gotcha. So let's get perception checks from Balin and Fintar.
What's Ventar's perception?
Give him a 4.
Oh, that's
Okay.
bad.
You got like a 17.
I think I rolled an 8. Let me see.
Should have let me be in front.
Do you know where we're going?
17.
Oh, I rolled a 10. So
17 to 10. As you approach, you come up to the obviously the western portion here where I'm pinging up these walls, and the wall's actually broken, so it's not completely solid. There's a broken portion up here to the north, and there's a little bit of a broken portion to the south in the walls. The building, as you could tell, is completely circular, and it's roughly as tall as the last shrine, but considerably wider. With the perception check of Fintar, to the north, you notice dried blood on the ground where the broken wall is up here. It's on the ground. It's a fairly large puddle.
you said Fintar does?
Ventar goes to investigate it to do a medicine check and see how fresh it is.
Okay. Make another stealth check.
Oh, stealth. Okay.
Well, unless he's just walking up to it, he doesn't have to stealth.
I feel like he's a little smarter than that.
Yeah, he'll try and stealth, but he wants to see, he wants to investigate it. It's not far away from him, right?
Yeah, I would say about 40 feet.
Well, so he got a 4 plus, I don't know, 1.
Hang on. I'm about to tell you up his character
Pass without
sheet.
trace sort of thing.
Well, he also has a plus 10.
So maybe a 15.
Okay. 1 second. Gotta fix this fucking thing, dude. Oh, that's what happened. I was so confused. Hold on.
For stealth, he has a +0.
14.
Color me surprised.
For investigation, he has a +0.
We're sending our most useful guy forward, I see. But he does have medicine, I assume.
Medicine +1.
Hey.
Okay, 1 sec. I need to move tokens around.
Wow, he only has 3 proficiencies. That's pretty whack.
But he take hit good.
True.
Especially with Animate Shield.
How do I have more hit points than him? That's crazy.
Yeah, but his AC is probably...
His AC actually isn't wild, but it is pretty high. I mean, it's pretty good, I should
It's
say.
a 19 without Shield of Faith.
Yeah, and without Animate Shield.
What kind of armor does he have?
He has plate.
What?
If it's
Or no, it
plate,
is with it.
his plate gives you an 18.
Is he wearing plate?
If he's wearing full
Well,
plate,
he's wearing
20.
heavy. His character sheet is weird. I'm trying to find it.
His AC is probably wrong.
Chainmail.
Oh, chainmail. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus the shield, so that adds up.
So Fintar approaches with his, what was his stealth check?
14.
14.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Make your medicine check. What are you trying to discern from examining the blood?
I think you had said like how fresh it is.
He did specifically state that, yep. But we can do... Who's the... I don't know if...
With
if
medicine? You got a crit, 21.
21, Jesus. Okay. Examining it, he was just trying to see, like, so examining it, the blood seems pretty old. You can't really determine who or what it comes from, but
But it's old, right? It's not like fresh build or anything.
it's like 3 days old.
Is it
4
like
days
a familiar hue? Like, is it like brownish, like red blood?
It's what you
would be,
want
or
to
is
do,
it like
blood blue.
Most likely dried human blood.
Okay, because 3 days old is not old, but like 10 years old would be old.
Yeah, but I mean, it's old. It's dried, crusty blood on the ground.
for the amount of time blood should be outside of the body? It's old.
It's dry, and then as he's standing there, make a perception check.
Four.
4. Okay.
That's more
As-
like Fintar.
As he's standing there, he notices large paw prints on the ground. A few of them. But they're moving backwards, almost. It's kind of hard to tell. And then as he is examining them, and he bends over and he looks looking at them, he looks up, and this massive cloud of green or not green. Does it say? No. We'll call green. Smoke hits him in the face. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So he's like looking down, looking at these bushes, looking at the prints, these paw prints, these large paw prints. And when he looks up, there's a massive tiger face right there, and it exhales this kind of steam right into his face.
22.
22. Okay, so he succeeds on that. And he feels woozy for a second, like he's gonna pass out, and then he regains his composure, pulls himself back together, and at that exact same moment, because he didn't see either of them, the first one got its surprise. The second one right next to him attempts to jump on top of him. Make a strength saving throw.
Okay. 12.
As the rest of you are watching this, so Fintar immediately pulls his head back as he's startled. None of you can really see, with your passive perceptions especially, what he moves his head back from, and then you see a large cloud of this greenish steam come out towards him. He looks phased for a second, and as he pulls himself back together, I'm okay, this massive tiger with 9 green snakes protruding from its back just pounces out of the bushes right in front of him and pins him to the ground. And then it proceeds to make a bite attack with him. And then as it's trying to bite him with its massive mouth, all of the snakes on its back are just all trying to bite him at the same time.
And the battle map, I guess.
In a second.
So this is how Fintar dies, with thunderous applause.
And a lot of hissing.
Yeah. That was
Or sorry, I meant thunderous applause.
So that was only a 17 on the bite.
That misses.
Oh, that rolled off the table. And a 20 on the snakes.
Yeah.
Okay, that is.
Tired of these motherfucking snakes.
Jesus, I need to calm down with
On
the
this
roll.
motherfucking plane of existence.
That's 8 piercing damage.
That was pretty solid.
Hold on. Oh my god.
Okay, Josh forgot how to fucking roll dice apparently.
No, he's Fintar's about to die.
Okay, so that's 8
Really,
piercing
really?
damage, 30 poison damage, and Fintar is poisoned.
He's resistant to poison,
Okay, so he's not poisoned,
and
but
he has advantage to save against poisons.
there's no save. So if you're
Okay.
bitten, you're poisoned.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. You're correct. You're actually super correct. Go ahead. There is a save on that.
So it's 15 points of poison, right?
Okay.
Because
Uh-huh.
he's resistant. So
Yes,
I make
and
the
then make
save
the
first,
con
right?
Yeah. Make the con save.
D20 plus 8.
8 fails the con save.
Oh, I have advantage. Sorry.
Okay.
Wow. 10.
Yeah, fails the con save. So he only takes half damage because he's resistant. So, you know.
So 65 minus 8 is 57. Wow.
What did we get 57 from? I thought I said like 30 something.
No, he's down to 57 hit points.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. So only 15. It could have been a lot worse. 30 poisons.
Could have
is a lot
been.
of damage.
Yeah.
So, and the rest of you guys see that. Everyone roll initiative.
Shit.
20.
I mean, I just want to see how this plays out, you know?
For Fintar, just him, probably not amazing.
Remember what I said about it's a matter of time until I don't roll well?
That's what he leaves us with his character for just a few minutes, and we
Seriously,
fucking
how
kill
long has
it.
he been gone? Oh my gosh, this thing is freaking frustrating the hell out of me right now.
Fintar got a 1. Oh, hang on. I didn't get a 5. I got a help. Eh. I got a 6.
So I guess it's
way
more like
better.
a bird or a cheetah than a tiger, but you get the point. I'm gonna move you guys over to the map once.
You're more of a cheetah than a tiger.
You're totally correct. Okay, let's move you guys over to the map. On the map. Okay, is the dynamic lighting working on this one?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so you guys are a bit farther back than this, but you get the point here. So I'd say take the positions that you're in roughly. If you need, if you need to move them a little bit, that's fine. Simulate exactly where you'd be. Probably like more of a straight back. But you're 40 feet back from where you currently are.
Can you give me control over Fintar's token?
Yep.
I'm on both the left side and down below. I don't know if this is bugged. All of our tokens are down below.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
And on the left. I don't know.
Down below and on the left? I don't
Like
see the back.
under the map, basically.
I'm assuming the ones down below are just bugged.
Yeah, that's bugged. Don't use those ones. There's ones to the left. Those ones.
All right. Cool.
Now they're all gone.
Wait, where the fuck? Oh, okay. So we're using the ones to the left, right?
Correct. Yeah, because this is the side you approach from.
I don't see Oh, there's Fintar's token.
He's buried underneath a massive leopard with snakes coming out of its back.
Spicy. Title of his sex tape.
Buried into a leopard with snakes on his back.
Oh, sorry. It was supposed to be a cougar.
Okay. Let me look at their tokens here. Where did they go?
How appropriate, Osalia. Seeing as he's a mountain dwarf.
Well, I didn't want Bear to have to go through too much trouble.
Lol.
Okay, did anyone get higher than a 20?
26.
I just got an actual 20.
You got a natural or?
No, just 16
Gotcha.
plus 4.
Gotcha.
What's your dex?
Mine, my modifier is 4.
Okay. Okay.
That's loud.
15, 19, 19, 15.
17 on Osalia.
Okay. Let me roll for Ellie Dove. All right, Neftis, what did you get?
6.
Let me roll for Orvix. Am I missing anyone?
Fintar got a 1.
Okay. Okay. All right, top of the order, Baylan, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna shoot a bow and arrow at the leftmost one.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
That's a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
$26 damage.
Jesus, nice. Okay, anything else? So you pull back as the one that's just mauling, and it strikes it in its side, and you hear like whimpers a bit as the arrow does a pretty decent chunk of damage to it.
I'm going to stay. I want to move up just a little bit so Orvix can kind of get behind me. It like has room to move back, and I'm gonna stay right here.
All right, sounds good. Who's next? That is Bear. You're up.
So I'm going to, let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna move just regularly. This is all outside, right? So I'm gonna move to it, and I'm gonna just do a regular attack on it.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
And that's also gonna have what is it? Unarmed strike. So
Okay.
yeah, so extra strike after the normal.
Mm-hmm. Make all your attacks.
Alright, so my first attack roll, I always forget where the fuck this shit is. There we go. Okay, so first one's 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And then the unarmed one is 23 to hit.
Yeah, they both hit.
Alright, first, the spear damage is going to be 9.
9. All right, so you charge up and impale it into its side with a spear. What do you do after that? And then you hit it. Go ahead and do the damage again.
It's going to be another 9 for the unarmed strike.
Nice. Nice. So you run up, impale it into its side as you break a few ribs, and the snakes all like snap and look in your direction. And as they look, you keep the spear held in one hand and then open palm strike, bam, and crack more ribs into the side. As it whimpers back and pulls back, it's looking real. You guys, it's not like super tough or hardy compared to you guys. You're beating it up pretty quick, more than it thought it was biting off here.
Alright.
That's the left one that's getting fucking hammer timed.
Yeah.
Alright. And then I'm going to use mobility to move the same 25 feet back over here.
Okay. that brings us to them. This one now takes another bite and more snake attacks against the first thing it saw, which is Fintar, who's currently pinned to the ground prone, so it has advantage on both.
Rip.
That's 23 on the bite.
Yeah, that hits.
And a 23 on the snakes.
That hits.
Okay, so the bite is... four piercing damage. Then the snakes, as they're all biting away. Oh, wow, nice, not bad. So that's only 4 piercing damage on the bite as well. Make a Constitution saving throw.
That's going to be a 12.
A 12 just succeeds. Not a hard DC.
So he takes 4 points from the snake bite as well?
Well, from the piercing damage from the snake bite, and then 25 halved from poison, and then halved again because he's resistant.
6.
Plus 6 is 43. Okay.
Okay. This one runs up to here. What is it going to do? What is it going to do? They're not like super smart, so it's just gonna maul Fintar also.
Rip.
I mean, that's what they would do. It'll make you'll yeah. It's a 15 on the bite.
That misses.
And yeah, that hits. 27. Well, not 27. Hold on, what is it? It's really high. It was a natural 19.
Yeah, the 19 hits. So
yeah. So as it bites, he's able to put his arm up and fend it off, but not able to keep himself sheltered from just 9 snakeheads trying to bite him. Make another con save.
$20.
Succeeds, halved, 22, halved, and halved.
So 5.
Dude, so lucky that was Fintar taking all this poison damage.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, they're just solely focused on him. Like, just, I mean, incredibly focused on him. That's the end of their turn. That brings us to Asalia.
Okay, and you said this is like 40 feet back where I am from like what's happening there?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I will like run up and like wild shape into
I think all of his saves were supposed to have another +2 on them, by the way.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna wild shape into a saber-toothed tiger.
All right.
And just be like, you know, a giant cat. I'm gonna run up and do my pounce attack on him.
Go for it. Which one?
The one that's got him pinned, not the one that's just taking advantage of it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, it's a +6 to hit, and the pounce, if I hit, it's a DC 14 strength save, or I knock it prone.
Okay.
I only got an 8.
An 8 does not hit. As you charge, pounce at it, it just ducks a bit, or it ducks a bit out of the way, and you just are not able as you kind of fly to its side a bit.
Yeah, so I like roll and kind of spring to my feet again next to it because 40 feet is my whole movement. So
Okay. So you.
I'm done.
All right, gotcha. Next up, that is Ellie Dove. She hunters marks the one that's damaged. Pulls out a bow and fires. That is not good. I don't think that's gonna hit it. Nope. Yes, it will. Because these things have a stupid low AC. So that is. Okay, that's 6 plus 5 is 11 plus this from Hunter's Mark is a 1. 12. That's 18 piercing damage on the first shot, and then she fires again.
That's with Hunter's Mark.
Player on this?
That's with the Hunter's Mark.
And Colossus Slayer, right?
Good, and have great damage. Just hits as well. No Colossus Slayer on this one, but she does still have Hunter's Mark. That's 10. So she pulls back, and first arrow shrinks into its side. The second one pulls back, goes into its neck, and it goes limp as all the snakes hiss for a moment and then die as well and go limp on top of it. The one next to it looks at this and then just, lets out like a painfully loud roar and shriek, seeing the other one perish. That's the end of Ellie Dove's turn. Nephthys, you're up.
Well, first things first, Fintar gets 8 hit points back as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm officially out of Healing Light.
Is Healing Light a new ability of yours?
No, I've always had this.
I don't think I've ever heard you use that word.
I usually just say that they heal whatever. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna fucking blast it twicey.
Okay.
A 17 and a 27.
Yeah, both hit.
And they're both repelling blast, obviously.
Yeah.
Hang on. Math. 14, 21, 26 points of damage, and it's pushed back 20 feet.
Damn. All right, 26. All right, nice. So 2 cackling bursts of green energy. And, the one just died on top of Fintar. This one is taken clean off of its feet and blown back to here. And, yeah, that did some pretty good damage to it. All right, anything else?
I think that's about all I got, honestly.
All right, that brings us to
Fintar, right? Or Orvix? Right.
Yeah. He runs over to here and is trying. There's a little corner where he's trying to hide in.
Solid plan.
All right, now it's Fintar.
Okay. Kind of like cursing, like, God fucking damn it, why is it always me? He's just gonna run over to it and fucking go to the town. It's gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark it.
Okay.
And then whack it twice.
Okay, go ahead.
Mike.
What?
Smite.
Yeah, hold your horses. What's his plus to hit? 9.
Smite.
Okay, so he got a 21 and a natural 1.
Okay.
The first hit, he's gonna smite.
Okay, go for it. Roll the damage.
So... Okay, yeah. That's gonna be 3d8 plus 5.
Plus the hunter's mark.
That comes out to, 10, 17, 22, 23 damage. And then the natural 1.
Yeah, so the first one, he, charges up, swings and hits it, cracks it on the side of the head. Definitely fractures some of the skull. At that same moment where he impacts, a massive explosion of radiant light. Pretty freaking solid damage. As he pulls back to swing again, he slips and falls prone right to its side.
Whack. Get it?
Yeah. It's looking real bad. Real bad. All right, that brings us to the top of the order. Balin.
Yay! You already know. Can I just kill it? I just want to kill it.
Make an attack roll. Let's see.
Can I hit it from here, or is this an advantageous spot, or would I get a better advantage from up ahead?
I'd say you could probably peek around the corner and get a full line of sight on it.
Sweet.
Do you want to put Fintar right next to it? Because...
Yeah, Fintar is actually next to it, I assumed.
Why can't I grab him?
Hit him.
I can't move his token for some reason.
I also cannot.
It's a 17 to hit. Does it die?
17 hits. It doesn't just automatically die.
Yeah, but it dies, though, right? Let's see.
That's what, 36 d6 for sneak attack? No, I can't.
Okay, now you can.
Sure can.
Yeah, he was on the map layer for some reason.
Weird.
Yeah.
25 damage.
25, yeah, that'll do it. So you pull back. Is there a specific way that you would like to do this, Balin?
I'm just gonna kind of peek around the wall, basically only peeking the top half of my body over, and I'm gonna shoot right over where Fintar just fell down.
Okay, so you peek over just to the side, just enough to get your bow and arrow over, and then you loose. And as Fintar falls to the ground and is looking up at this massive leopard head just staring and snarling in his face, it like open mouth falls onto his face. Like, just
gross!
With the arrow. Yeah.
As he's trying to push it off.
And there's just like limp snakes hanging over as he's like trying to roll it off the top of him.
As he's like getting up, he's like complaining, looking back at the party like, well, guys, you gonna do something?
And you just, Balin, you hear chuckling, and you see Ellie Dove like kind of smirking behind you. But yeah, they appear to be slain. Fintar, as you're standing up.
Oh, it's muted. Sorry, I was muted. I said I'm gonna go back and check on Orvix, make sure he's good.
Okay. Yeah, he is shaking in a corner, like, holy shit, did you see that thing?
He's not scared, though.
I just took it down.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
Fintar, make a perception check.
I hold out my arm to him.
By the way, Josh, I have no vision on the map. It's just black.
Oh shit, sorry, man.
Oh, it's all good.
I don't see his token either.
Yeah, that's probably why. What did you get for perception?
Is it wrong for me to say I feel like he should have disadvantage? Because he's so short and he has these massive fucking tiger things on him.
It's for this, as he's standing up and he's like getting himself together, he's just kind of like assessing the area.
Fair enough.
He doesn't have to have disadvantage for this one.
Okay, +1. 11.
11.
These dice are not being very kind to him, I'm not gonna lie.
Kidding, dude. No fucking kidding, man. But what's good enough for this? All you just needed was a 10. Fintar hears off, not too far, coming in this direction. Like little whimpers.
Ah, shit.
He raises his weapon.
Likely. If we're being honest, probably.
You guys are so mean.
I mean, just following his track record, man.
Yeah. Here's like little like small whimpers coming over from the area of this cart.
Oh no, I already know what's happening. He's gonna go over investigate.
Okay. As Fintar heads over.
I'll go with him.
Okay. Osalia, you head over with him. As you guys approach, you see 3 very small leopard-looking kittens underneath the bottom of the cart.
I fucking hate my life.
Are they like they got snake like tails and shit?
These ones, the babies don't have snakes. They don't. Yeah, there's no snakes on them.
Oh, weird.
Yet.
Do I recognize that creature we fought at all, like as being a creature of Chult?
Yeah. So you did a check on this earlier. These are commandants. Commandant.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, and these cubs are likely those two, just having to like grow in their snakes.
I mean, with your ridiculous nature check, I think you got like a 29 on it. You would know that the cubs don't get their snakes until they're roughly a year old.
I fucking hate my life.
Commandant. Well, they're not beasts, knowing that I can't wild shape into them. But for the most part, though, are they like natural?
Let me look about them a bit more. I don't. Let me see. I know I have some more information. Okay, so what you do know about these is they are native to Chult. They're not really considered beasts; they're more considered a monstrosity. There's arguments about them as to whether they're related to displacer beasts or not.
Interesting.
And
what are displacer beasts?
You don't know.
Not that I would.
They're like black cougars with like barbed tentacles that their form shifts back and forth.
Yeah, that's where you get a displacement cloak from.
Yeah, so like when you're fighting one, it looks like there's kind of like 2.
Oh,
sort
right.
of. Yeah, and what was I going to say? Yeah, they're really well known for that sleeping gas that they're able to exhale, and they typically are solo hunters unless they are in a mated pair.
Huh. Well, that's sad.
Well, Fintar's gonna see them and probably make some comment about like, well, there was 2 big ones and there's babies here, so it was probably their parents. I feel like they're probably doomed to dying. We should probably just spare them misery.
That sounds pretty on brand for Fintar.
What?
I said that sounds fairly on brand for Fintar.
Hey,
Hey.
I can speak with animals.
Okay.
I mean, do what you gotta do, is what Fintar says.
See if I have any other abilities. I think that's all I'm going to be able to do.
I mean, these are very small cubs. So, I mean, you can talk to them. I mean, they're, not limited by whatever they know, which probably not much judging by their age.
Yeah. I want to. I guess I want to have them come with me, and we can bring it to the cave. They'll be safe there at least, and I'll make sure they're fed.
Okay, make an animal handling check with advantage. And you're talking to them. What are you telling them?
Trying to soothe them, but at the same time delivering the grim message that their parents, are no more, and that I have a safe place and I'll make sure that they stay fed.
Okay, so there's just one of them, the one that you're talking to, is whimpering, "Mom," and just kind of moves over to you, like very low to the ground. The other 2 follow and just come over to you.
Damn it, Asal, you're making this more painful.
Oh, I was a saber-toothed tiger, so I approached them as such,
Yes,
then walked back into a druid and started speaking to them like in beast talk.
I've got you.
Kind of a whole weird thing, but yeah. 24 animal handling.
Yeah, so they approach, or the one does that you're speaking to, very low to the ground.
Well, you said advantage. But
you succeeded already. And
it could have been better.
Approaches. They're at your feet. I mean, they're like this big.
Like a big cat? Or like a small cat? Oh, geez.
Small cat.
Adorable.
Yeah, you pretty much just have 3 like leopard cubs. That's exactly what they look like right now.
Well, I guess I'm gonna become a saber-toothed tiger again.
Okay.
And just have them follow me.
So like they're slowly trotting behind you. Which way are you going?
Just back over here.
Okay. I mean, they're not like super intelligent creatures, so I mean, they pause as you lead them back by the bodies of their parents for a few moments. And kind of nudge them a bit, and then keep following you.
Yeah, I kind of nudge them, but somberly. But they should have. They needed to know, So I bring them back out here with everybody, and I'm so fucking large saber-tooth tiger with the little baby kittens behind me.
As you come around the corner, and Ellie Dove sees them, she goes, "Oh shit!"
Nephthys just nods slowly and agrees.
Damn it.
Agrees with Elidov or Osalia? Cool.
Ophelia just kind of gives like a low nod, not like any aggressive move or anything, but I can't speak as a tiger. It's just kind of gesture.
Yeah, with Ellie Dove.
Well, this is impractical and fucking terrible. And she turns around and starts to walk away.
Fintar is coming up behind them and saying, like, great, another thing we have to take care of.
This cave's getting crowded, man. Good thing I made it 5 feet bigger before we left. Oh my god, Jeff's gonna be a den mother.
This is getting so ridiculous. Oh my god.
I mean, Fintar says, like, look, man, I'm just throwing this out there. We have to take care of these things now so that they can grow up to be what? Those monsters? Or we just take them out of their misery now and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, but if we take care of them, they'll like us.
I mean,
But if we just take care of them to the point of adulthood, then they could just go into the jungle. It's not like they're inhibited in any way. I can't say this, of course, but I snarl.
Only so that they can terrorize other adventurers.
A low growl as I stand between him and the cubs.
And he's just like, hands up, like, whoa, man, like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying.
Elidov looks at Fintar and is like, I mean, you saw how he reacted over a centipede, or she, excuse me.
The fact still remains that
I just roll my
these
eyes
creatures
every
can
time
grow
it
up one
comes.
day to kill other adventurers.
I mean, that's a point.
They could kill many more people than the 2 lives that we would be saving.
And are they even natural? I've never even seen something like this before.
Is that Fintar saying?
Probably knows if they're natural.
Let's see. I mean, she's native to Cholt. She knows about his. Doesn't know much about him. Let's see. With her, sure. She knows a little bit. I mean, I don't know if they're natural, but I've heard of them before. I know the combatants, but other than that, I couldn't tell you about their history.
This scholar knows, though, right?
Yeah, I was about to say Neftis turns to the scholar and says, well, do you know anything of them?
They're native to Cholt. That's, they've been here for... There's nothing unnatural that I know about them. I'm not a expert in animals. I'm an expert in Ohm.
Alright, well, it's whatever you guys want. That's what Fintar says. Just providing my input.
I can't speak. But I wouldn't mind taking them back to the cave.
Elidov speaks up. It is what it is, but ending this death curse comes before anything else.
I agree.
It's a shitty situation. We didn't know any better. But we can't just be taking in and caring for every single mistake we make.
Unfortunately, you are correct, as Neftis is using his Rod of the Pact Keeper to regain an expended spell slot. And then comments on the fact that my resources are dwindling. Just something to keep in mind moving forward, regardless of which direction we choose. For the day, I mean. I mean today's resources.
Do we even know what these things eat? Do we have the ability to feed them? I know babies eat a lot. This is going to be just things to consider. But I think we should handle this shrine.
I mean, I'm not implying we take these on as permanent additions to the party. What I'm talking about is they're less than a year old, but they're especially small right now. So if it's like making them a little bigger over the span of a week before just abandoning them in the jungle outside of Ohm, that's more what I'm talking about. Not
Still doesn't.
abandoning infant cubs that will definitely die alone, but cubs with somewhat of a chance.
And I presume
It's
this
still
is a
ignoring-
conversation we're having with Asalia when we're back at the cave or when she drops her wild shape.
Yes.
Right. You know, just for players, you know, peace of mind. And also, I definitely don't care if they kill any more adventurers wandering this deep through Chult.
Right. And Nephthys would agree with that. You know, if they are natural and adventurers definitively are not natural to Chult, then, you know, nature should run its course.
Colonizers.
I mean, you're not wrong.
We should continue moving.
I agree as much as I love philosophy.
But we can
Not bottle.
like go back to the cave and rest. I was thinking of grabbing one of those like dead bodies that was outside that encampment. Maybe letting them kind of gnaw on that.
Dude, you guys wait, you're not talking about their parents, right? What the bodies talking about?
No, you're talking about the
no.
fan bodies?
Jeez.
Are you talking about the fan bodies?
The what?
The Thayan bodies? Like by the King of Feather tracks?
No, like this guy's people.
Ah. Fair enough.
So what are you guys doing?
If Orvik does not oppose that idea.
I don't even care if Orvik does oppose that idea.
Fair enough.
Orvik's a fucking coward.
Oh, damn.
Fair enough.
I
So,
thought
the
that
plan
to
is to-
myself.
Wait, so we are at the cave right now? Or
You guys are at the shrine right now.
okay. So the plan is to take the cubs back to the cave and then what, continue with the shrine?
Well, we don't know that
I mean,
because
we could do the
Asalia is a
shrine.
tiger.
Oh, I thought okay.
See what the shrine's all about.
Okay.
Let's do it.
As you guys approach the shrine, it's a
Fintar's gonna use a
What's up?
3rd level spell slot to cure wounds on himself.
okay. Vintar cures some of his wounds as he took all the damage in that fight. Heals up. As you guys now approach the shrine,
I'm gonna recast Pass Without Trace.
okay.
Then
If you guys are stealthing, everyone can roll a stealth check.
15.
just as we approach the shrine.
So you guys approach the side of the shrine. Go ahead. You can just type your stealth rolls in. We don't have to announce them. I'll just type them in and let me know. So I'll keep describing what you guys are seeing. So it's a circular shrine, roughly the same height as the one that you had seen before. The walls around the outside are crumbled, and these tall monoliths here and here flank the entrance, and they're decorated with jaguars with 6 snakes sprouting from their shoulders. Okay. As you guys walk towards the front of the shrine, there is no door. So Orbix is over here looking down. There's a set of stairs that lead straight down into a main chamber that is pitch black. And Orbix shouts over, anyone have a torch?
I light up my sun blade.
All right, so you pull out the hilt, and the blade emerges from the hilt. Orbix,
Is
fancy weapon you've got there.
Is Orvix holding like a staff or anything?
No. empty hands. He has a short sword on his side.
I tell him to pull out his sword.
He readies his sword. He does. I mean, he readies his sword. Yeah, he's got it ready.
Josh.
I cast light on the tip of the sword.
Lights up. Oh. Andy, thank you. I appreciate it.
As the sword currently is, it's 15 feet bright, 15 feet dim.
Okay, awesome.
Go ahead and put on my dark vision goggles here.
All right. Ellie Dove approaches. And she places her hand on the quiver on her back and whispers a quick incantation. And it the arrows in the quiver give off like a small arcane aura to them now.
Dude, what the fuck? Orbix is like, hey, it's kind of hard to see, and we're like,
Well, she doesn't light anything up. She's cast some kind of arcane enchantment on her arrows.
yeah. Still funny, all right. Jeez.
Yeah.
True.
This dynamic lighting did not make a lot of sense when I moved my token here.
I did it in about 5 minutes for all of the shrine maps, so they're not great. Because for some reason D&D didn't have all the shrine maps loaded in, so I had to make them myself. Anyways,
Is it 5 feet wide?
but the pathway down is 5 feet wide.
Oh, I'm a saber-toothed tiger. I mean, it's large, but it's more long than wide, but I might have to squeeze in there.
Yeah, you'd have to squeeze. So as you're approaching and stepping down, so steps that descend 15 feet down into this moss-covered room. You have dark vision, right? Well, I guess everyone's following in behind you, so they light up the area mostly.
But yes, I do have it. So
Okay.
even though
Fintar's immediately behind him.
Okay, Ellie Dub's coming in as well. There's 4 Omen statue. 4 statues of Omen warriors where the stars are. Okay. Each statue looks like it's meant to be holding some kind of spear or staff, but its hands are empty. On the far side of the chamber is a stone pedestal standing conspicuously bare. There's no cube, nothing on the top of it. There's a relief on the wall behind it that shows a commandant fighting off a large frog-like humanoid creature armed with a spear. To the left of that carving is a staircase that descends downwards, and directly in front of you is a pit. As you can tell, with like different rows of spikes, like you could slide down into it. You could fit, I mean, not spikes, bars. You could slide down and fit into it. The bars aren't that far apart. But it looks like it's 15 feet down. And there's no lighting other than your guys' lighting.
Oh, Fintar's gonna take a peek down the pit.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh.
What did you get?
20.
20. Okay. Looking down, the pit looks bare. It's stone, but he notices 2 entrances to the pit on the west and eastern portions. The eastern portion's entrance is sealed shut, though.
Okay.
That's all I noticed.
Like sealed shut, like there's a wooden door on it.
It's a stone door. So it's a half circle, like stone pathway that's about 6 feet tall. And looks like a stone door is just slid up.
Okay.
And blocks it off. The pathway to the west is open.
I remarked to the group that we should probably find the spears or staffs to give the statues, and that may reveal the location of the cube.
I agree.
and then maybe start moving cautiously towards the first statue. So I'm gonna try to examine these to see if they give a hint to where the weapons are or whatever belongs in their hand.
Make an investigation check.
And Fintar is going to the opposite side to do the same.
You can make one check as well then.
16.
16. So it's just a pretty nicely carved statue of an Omen warrior. There's nothing particular about them that would tell you where the spears are or staff. Just the way they hold it looks like it's in like some kind of a presenting manner. They stand on a slightly elevated platform, and they just, they're facing each other.
Fintar also got a 16.
Okay, same thing.
I ask if anybody wants to explore the staircase. Well, first I'm going to go to this relief over here.
Okay. So yeah, that's a it's just the carving of Shagambi,
Commandant
fighting a large frog creature, and Orvix approaches, and this is fascinating. This is a carving of Shagambi fighting Nang Nang, a Grung, two of the trickster gods, two rivals. And there's an inscription underneath it, and he goes, "This tells the story of their well, pretty much what I had told you before. The legend of the 9 gods. This tells their portion of the tale."
I thank him for the information and turn around to Balin and Fintar and just ask across the room if anybody would like to explore this staircase on the west or north side.
Fintar is about it. Neff just wants to inspect these bars. See if they're like removable, if they're affixed.
Make an investigation check. Or you don't even have to. There's not too much to get here. They're just stone, or not even stone. They appear some kind of metal, although they're not rusted at all. Well kept. There's no. What you guys do notice in here is that, well, this is most likely old. It is. There's no cobwebs. There's no dust. It's just. It looks like someone comes in here and cleans this thing every day.
Sorcerer probably lives here. Snooty bastards.
Snooty bastard.
Is this pit like a cage? Like those bars look like a cage.
Looks like it is the top to a cage, sure.
All right. So I guess if Fintar wants to come with me, we can cautiously head down this staircase.
He'll lead the way.
Yeah.
Unless you object.
Still have Pass Without Trace on, so...
Okay. All right, so you head down the set of stairs. And it looks like you come to a long hallway that then comes to, at the end, what would then make a left, the way you're facing right now, traveling south. And so you've descended 15 feet down. Those stairs went 15 feet down, and as you go down now to the end of the hall, it leads, and that left turn leads you out into the pit. You haven't entered the pit, but like well, I mean, if you're going in, you're going in. But so you're standing right at the edge of the pit there, and you look across it. The pit is completely empty. Kind of like peering around, you can see Nephthys looking down at you. Nephthys, you notice Bear standing at the edge of the pit, and straight across the pit is the sealed door, Bear.
What are these here? Fintar would be taking a look.
Those are 2 more carvings of commandants.
And that's it. There's They're just like chilling.
Yeah.
Josh, can I ask Orvix to remind me? Can I ask Orvix to remind me what their portion of the story was? The Nine Gods story.
Yeah. 1 sec. Hold on.
No, I'm getting tired, boys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, me too. Well, no, I'm not tired, but we can stop on. At noon, he goes, so halfway through the encounter with the Nine Gods, a Kamadin hopped down from her rock, and she saw evil in the omen's hearts and decided to lance it like a troublesome boil. The Kamadin fashioned a holy spear, but she left it by the riverbank, and a crafty grung, Nang Nang, stole it. In her rage, the Kamadin forgot all about the omens and chased Nang Nang, the grung, across the sky forever.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright. Fuck it. I'll go examine the stone door to see if
Okay.
there's any handles or holes. Anything.
Josh. Oh, sorry, Bear.
Okay.
As he's doing that, Fintar's like, wait, be careful.
Too late.
No.
As you
Okay.
walk onto the floors, the floor you step on moves about an inch down in the whole pit. And as that happens,
I'm shadow stepping back to Fintar. Fuck you.
okay, you shadow step back, but the door on the opposite side slams up. A moment passes, and then you hear footsteps, running footsteps, multiple sets of footsteps
within
coming from
that
the
door?
opposite side of the door. Yep.
It's open now, you said.
Yeah, it opens up. There's a brief pause, and you hear like almost sounds like stones breaking. And then you hear heavy footsteps, multiple sets.
Fintar casts Shield of Faith on himself.
Quickly running, echoing towards you guys in the hall. Do we want to stop here?
Probably. I don't know.
I mean, low
Is this
key,
enough
kinda.
for you?
I'm gonna let you guys know this is not going to be a quick encounter.
Alright, we can
Yeah.
save it for next time.
I would say so. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like Eddie's getting tired too, from the looks of it.
And that is where we will leave off.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet sesh, boys. Thank you, Josh, as always.
No problem.
I would go in now that I heard all the slamming and shit.
You would go in, yeah. Oh shit!
I'm definitely about to run back up.
What did you do?
I'm blaming that shit on Fintar.
Oh man, this is like it's funny. It's warming up for later in the campaign.
Quick question, Josh. Is there a roof over our heads?
Yeah,
no.
we're in, aren't we?
So it's kind of almost Coliseum-esque.
Yes, exactly what it is.
Okay, and the prison bars, like, it's just moon and sunlight casting down right on top of it, basically.
Oh well, shit. Why am I saying it's completely dark then? Hold on. I might have gotten that part wrong. Because the picture of it, right from the outside, it doesn't really specify that it.
Yeah, but it looks like it's Coliseum-ish, but
Yeah, I mean that makes sense with the theme, but it didn't specify that there's no roof when you read the description. But I guess from the picture from the outside, when you're looking at it from Ohm, right? There's no roof on it, right?
yeah.
I guess so. Then it would be sunlight beating down. It wouldn't be pitch black. Whew. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the sitch right now.
Alright. Well, look forward to getting back to whatever stony boy chunk this is.
Word.
Probably nothing. It's probably safe.
Well, good
Seems
session.
Sesh.
Alright. See you guys.
Night, Bear.
Y'all take it easy.
Night, man. I guess.
Right on. Thanks, guys.
Well, thanks for stopping by, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We had a good time. Yeah. We'll be back in about 2 weeks here. So, keep it classy. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. And be righteous to one another, man. Peace.